Good evening. On the outpost tonight, we have a guest GM who is running a Modve BX D&D one shot for us, and I will turn it over to the GM Krystal at this time.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Uh, so, as our story begins, you guys have been traveling through a strange land for a little while now. You came here maybe originally in search of great treasures, or maybe as a favor to a friend, whatever it was. You guys have been traveling through for a while, but it seems like these lands just don't have the treasures that it is that you originally hoped that they have, and so you have decided to go back to your homeland, eager to get out of this place. You're currently stopped at the edge of a large swamp. Um, you've been traveling on the roads now for about 3 days, but the redskin people that live here have told you that that uh, that while you could go around this swamp, it would take several weeks, and that if you were to just cut through this swamp, you would be on the other side in about 6 days. And while it's a dangerous trip, that's a heck of a lot of time saved. So you all, with your henchmen and being the brave adventurers you are, have decided, hey, what the heck? We'll take the shortcut home. And so that is currently where we will start on the morning of the first day. And we will begin to introduce our characters. So, as you guys are getting your stuff together and you're getting ready to set off, the camera zooms in, and we will start the introductions with Alexander.
All right. I'm Alexander. I am playing uh, a cleric. He goes by Elder Vice. He doesn't go by anything else. He actually originally came out here because he heard that it might be cursed or haunted, and he's all about getting rid of them curses and haunts, um, smiting the evil, killing the undead, helping people out. But helping people out is definitely the last on that list. It's smiting bad things, purifying places, and then helping people. So he's a little bit disappointed he hasn't found anything to smite yet.
Sounds good. Next up on our list for introductions is Daniel.
So as the sun rises on the days we're about to head into the swamp, you see off kind of at the edge of the camp, while her retainers are packing up the tents and all, kind of a young woman, long hair, kind of very very tall boots to her thighs, a cloak. She seems to be taking some ink and etching or writing some arcane symbols on her body as she prepares herself for the day, uh, using the arts of magic to survive. She's managed to make it through these lands and hopes to get home. As she kind of finishes, she reaches up and touches the around her neck. She wears a kind of an odd necklace that it looks almost like a very realistic rendering of a ponytail, like a piece of hair, but it's made of stone and it seems chipped and old. But she kind of clutches it and closes her eyes, and she turns and walks towards the rest of the group. And that's Amara.
All right. Sounds good. Next up in our group to introduce their character is Tony.
As the morning sun brightens, you see a dashing and dapper middle-aged human male with this flowing long black hair cascading across his shoulders. It appears that he's had someone actually fix it for him, but he puts on this very large hat Oh, it's going to be a bright, sunny day. I will need my hat to protect my fair skin. As he brushes dust and things off his faux suede leather jacket and stuff that he wears, and he's standing there thinking to himself, swamp. Don't know if I'm going to like going across this swamp. Oh, I guess that's what I have my retainers for, to make the way for me, and I could have stayed back and grandfather, he was invented that fake animal fat stuff that you use for cooking. I think they named it Crisco. Yeah, I could have stayed there and taken over the factory, but no, I had to go out and be an adventurer. But as well, we'll make it through another day. His retainers call him the Count, and I am playing Monte Crisco, the Count. Human thief.
Nice. Love it. All right. And lastly, we have our couple here. Rush, we'll start with you.
We're going to need another minute after the Monte Crisco joke. Oh, God. Oh, man, Tony, you threw me all off my game. All right, so I'm Rush, and I will be playing the dwarf, Kale Quarrybeard. Sorry. Kale travels with his good friend, Athanasia, and he looks at her and he thinks of her as she's a pretty lass, especially for one of those tall folks. She's not quite stout enough for my taste, nor is she got the long hair of a fine dwarf lass. But as far as the tall folk go, she's one of the better ones I've ever seen. And she wants to come along and help the other priest and these other folk do what they need to do. And well, I've sworn me service to her, so here I am. And that is Kale Ironbeard the dwarf.
Sounds good. And last but not least, Mo.
I will be playing Athanasia. Elder Athanasia. She is a cleric. And since she was a little girl, she always wanted to be a cleric. It's what she strived for. She went to school and she excelled in her studies to serve her god Pelor. She wanted to study hard so she could serve her god Pelor and the people of the realms. Now she wanders as her god guides her. She believes that she has a great purpose in this life, and she believes that Pelor will show her the way of that purpose. And she looks around, she looks at her little dwarven friend, and she looks up at the sky, and she just kind of smiles and thinks, is today the day that Pelor finally shows me what my purpose is in this life? And that is Athanasia.
Okay. Thank you.
Man, you guys always make me go first. I'm never ready, and mine sucks compared to everyone's.
Mine actually usually does suck.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Next time I'll go in reverse order for you. I usually just go from left to right. You just happen to always be on the left. All right. So you guys are setting off on the on this first day. You set off as normal from the from the roads, traveling through the through the morning. Nothing unusual happens. It's quite a beautiful day, actually. Even with with this murky kind of swamp that you're in, the sun is shining down and the skies are blue. So You can see very well as you travel, and it's like maybe this trip won't be so bad. As you travel on into the noon, uh, again, your travels are going fairly well, but soon you all begin to smell something, some kind of meats that seem to be cooking. It smells like nothing you've ever smelled before, and you see some black smokes off in the distance.
Oh, do you smell that?
Yeah, it smells like something a dwarf would cook.
Aye, smells good, doesn't it?
And I've had your cooking.
Mhm.
That's how you grow big and strong.
Well, you grow strong when you grow big.
Do you guys want?
How much is it smoke? I mean, is it like a lot of smoke we see?
It's more like a light smoke. I mean, clearly there's something cooking over a campfire, and by the smell of it, you would think it's probably some kind of meat. You know what meat smells like, but you can't quite pinpoint what this meat is. Maybe some kind of pork, possibly, but it's not. It doesn't smell quite like that.
So while this is going on and we have this discussion, oh crap, I don't know his name. Sorry. Petreg, who is my halfling retainer, who is kind of portly, as most halflings are, moves away from the party using his halfling ability to not be able to be seen so much in the woods, and he's going to check it out. He just kind of like touches Amira's leg as he walks away, so that she knows he's leaving, but they don't say anything. She just, and he's going to walk over there.
Can we try to see him if he's trying to sneak off from us?
I mean, he's not being super sneaky; it's just you're having a conversation. So you can certainly see him.
Oh, okay. Well, if I see him sneaking off, I'm going to say, just a moment. I can send a Monine with you. She would be glad to go with you, little halfling, and cover your back. And that's my thief.
So he actually, I'm better on my own. The tall size.
Okay.
He raises his eyebrows. So if you don't put up a fight, he's going to go by himself. Because mechanically, the halfling can only hide if he's by himself. So yeah, he's better by himself. So that's what he's going to do.
It's like into their mic, and it's like making it difficult to hear.
It's Alex. Alex, you're having like a bunch of maybe your mic's too close to your.
Sorry about that. I moved my mic into an unusual position.
Sorry, we're good now. Okay, so yeah, if there's another halfling that wants to come with, but otherwise, I believe that the ability to sneak around is only if you're with other halflings. So yeah, I would.
Yep. Yeah, he doesn't see. There's no real signs of danger yet, so yeah, he can sneak off and do that if you want him to.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk over, being halflingish, and also somewhat hungry.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Did the people who live here say what manner of creatures live in this swamp?
Yeah, they've told you that you should definitely be on the lookout for the tiger lizards that live in this area.
Tiger lizards.
Yeah, they say that they're not very smart, but they're very savage and very dangerous. You've probably encountered them before, and so you would probably know that indeed they can be quite dangerous to
They're
run
like
in.
giant lizards. You would know that.
They're they're sort of they're almost humanoid, like they walk on two legs. They're almost kind of like lizard men, but they're like red. Their scales are like mostly red color, and they have like black
Okay.
stripes covering them, like a tiger. And tend to blend in really well to these kind of, because like I say swamp, and it kind of is, but it's like a swampy jungle. Like I mean, and so they blend in really well. You would think red scales wouldn't, but you'd be surprised they can sneak up on you. But yeah, so they're probably a little bit larger than regular lizard men, but I mean, yeah, you could think lizard men basically with red scales.
Okay.
Okay.
Just not to keep drawing on, but do they speak lizard man? Because strangely enough, that's the language I know.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like,
just because I
they're
encounter them.
yeah, they're lizard men, so yeah,
Okay.
they speak.
All right, just so I know. So if I encounter them, I can have a conversation and not go through this whole
Yeah.
process. Okay.
They're basically lizard men. They're just they're just they look a little different.
The swampy lizard man. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, but
Yep.
the halfling doesn't speak lizard man. He's also not very smart, but he's gonna go walk over and see what's cooking.
Other than that, though, I mean, there are all kinds of things that live in this swamp. I mean, anything you would think would normally live in a swampy, jungly area. Bugbears, wolves, whatever. All right, I'm looking for that thing now. They can hide on a 2 and 6, right?
90% outside.
Oh, is it 90%?
90%
Wow.
in bushes and other cover. 1 to 2 if they're inside, like in caverns and stuff.
Okay, that's it. All right, cool.
So he's
All right. Okay, yeah, he sneaks over there. He sneaks over there quite easily, hiding behind a lot of the dead foliage and everything that's around. And as he peeks out from behind the bush and everything, he indeed sees 3 types of meat that they are on a spit over a campfire. Currently, there's no one actually tending the camp itself. It seems like where they're at, no idea. But clearly, it's quite obvious that the types of meat that are over this open spit are humanoid type. There's some kind of humanoid.
Okay, so he throws up a little bit in his mouth, because he was gonna sneak in and eat some. Is the fire pit like really wide? Like it's longer than a person?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's kind of long. I mean, kind of big,
So like an entire like human sized thing.
It's a long fire. So, I mean, long enough that 3 different kinds of humanoids can be cooked over it.
Yes, that's pretty big. Okay. All right, he's going to sneak back to the party then.
No problem. He can do so.
And then when he gets there, he's gonna say, Miss Amara, there seems to be something foul at the camp. Humanoids being cooked. This is not good. And then she kind of just looks at the rest of the party.
You mean like people?
Like people.
I lean over and I elbow one of the other humans, and I'm just gonna say, I never would have thought your kind would have smelled so good.
I thought
It's a joke. It's a joke, last. It's a joke.
They're monsters. How can they eat people? And how can you joke at a time like this?
Well, I mean, you eat creatures for your sustenance. You don't think that the cows and the chickens that you devour look at you as monsters?
No, I don't. I don't think they're smart enough to look at us at all.
When you practice the magical arts as I do, you know that all creatures have a soul of sorts. And they know when you cut their head off and they're running around with no head, they're thinking about you.
That's a myth. They don't run around without heads.
Mine do.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about eating chicken again, lass.
You can always drink beer. It's a grain.
Some flower petals and other dried fruit that I could share with you, Master Dwarf.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. So, did you see who was cooking these folks?
The camp was empty. They're likely probably stalking us right now, he says as he eats something from his bag.
Well, I certainly don't want to be on the menu.
Don't worry. That should be fine. He'll be fine. Stalking us right now.
While this discussion is going on, Monty is going to pull out a turnip out of his satchel and start chewing on his turnip. And this will get away the bad smell, but it's coming from that area.
Yes. Turnips are very nutritious.
Well, here's the thing: if the camp is empty, but they've got food on the fire, they'll be back real soon. So the question is, how long do you want to wait? And do you want to wait right in the middle of their camp, or do you want to hide? I personally don't care how we do it.
Let's just greet them right up front.
What do you think, boy? I look at the others to see if they have an opinion as well.
If they cross our path, we will smite them in the holy name of our Lord Palor. And if they don't, and they hide like cowards, we have a destination to get to.
I agree with that. I don't think we should aggressively seek out combat with creatures that consume the human flesh. They could be demons.
That's why we have the fine Palor devotees here. You see Monty pull out a still holy symbol and start rubbing it.
Like I said, I'm good either way. We wait for more. If you want to move on, we can do that too.
I think we should get a wide berth, and we should probably be cautious about blocking up our trail as we go so they don't follow us.
Well, she seems pretty smart, so I say we do that then. Unless anyone has any objections.
No, that sounds like that seems like the best course currently.
So
because I would not really want to fight them.
I look at these scantily clad Amara and I say, "Well, there you go, lass. Let's go."
Okay. She bows her head and she pulls her hood up over her head and she kind of fades away into nothing.
Nice.
And then the party, the rest of the group starts to move forward to her group, anyways. I'll be giving a wide berth to the.
I'll put my axe on my shoulder. I've got 2 warriors and a minor priest of my own with me, and I guess I'll take the point. I guess you just tell me where to go and I'll go.
Sounds good. So you guys begin to move on past the past the camp, traveling on through the noon. Of course, you're probably looking over your shoulders a bit and stuff at every noise that you hear as you travel. But soon enough, you seem to be fairly far away from those flames and from that smoke to where you can't see it. So perhaps whatever was there, maybe you just missed it. You travel on into the afternoon. The way begins to thicken a little bit. With dead trees and such, just gets a little thick. But it's nothing you can't handle. You make good time as you pass through the area and continue on. As the sun begins to come down in the evening over the hills, you all set up your camp. Getting your last rations of the day ready and everything. How are you guys? What are you guys? Are you guys? How are you gonna do your camp? Are you gonna have a fire? Are you gonna set up patrols? Like how's that? How are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I think we should have a fire.
How many elves do we have?
That'll keep animals away. But periodically throughout the day, the party will be walking, and suddenly from like around a tree, Amara will like step out like 50 feet in front of the party, and then disappear again because she likes to fuck with you.
What?
Likes to fuck with you.
Oh.
Yeah, so Kale would just immediately start setting toward making a fire, unless someone tells him you don't do that.
No, I think so. And with this large enough group, sorry to interrupt, maybe we should hunt. If you guys eat meat.
Oh, I'm going to make a good turnip stew. I've got a whole bag of them before they go rotten.
Perfect.
All right, well, turnips. You sure you don't want to put any meat in that, lad?
Ah, well, you can have your meat on the side. I'm one of those vegetarians.
He kind of looks at you with a hairy eyeball for a moment. And he says, okay, have it your way then.
But I will eat cheese.
I do not have. Yeah, I'll take my guys. And say, well, if you will want to get everything set up, I'll take the boys here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'll take the boys here, and we'll go in and see if we can't catch at least a rabbit or something.
All right, I'll send some of my men with you, but as a cleric, I only eat dead things. I don't kill things, unless they need smiting in the holy name of Palor.
I promise if I bring it back here, it'll already be dead.
But I've got 2 fighters and an elf that can go hunting with you.
Let's not stereotype anybody or nothing, but you know.
Yeah,
All right, you two and pointy ears, come with me.
I can send one of my thieves too, so we're not sure we got spread there.
Okay. If you guys send a henchman or go hunting yourself, you can roll a d6. Let me know if it's 1 or 2.
Is it per just like I roll for all my guys, or individually roll for them all?
No, just roll. Just make 1 roll.
I got a 1.
Cool.
I got a 2.
Sweet. We're eating good tonight.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
My thief doesn't find anything. He spends most of his time climbing up and down trees.
Okay.
9% climb wall skill.
Well, he's looking for bananas.
All right. Did anyone else send anyone or succeed and succeed or anything?
No, my me and my followers will just kind of make the camp comfortable, and we'll keep the home fire burning, so to speak. We'll build a fire and just try to make the camp comfortable for everybody when they get back.
All right. You guys go out and you guys try and do some hunting. There's not much out in the way around here, it seems like, or maybe you don't know how to hunt the wildlife around here with the right kind of, like, maybe you find some ripe berries or something, and maybe you find a little place you can fish. You find enough only though for 2 rations.
2 rations. You mean all the hunting and everything? We found enough for 2 rations total?
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. So I'll come back and just basically tell them, well, it's a swamp, and then kind of shrug.
Remember that,
go ahead.
Like a ration would be like 7 days worth of food or whatever, right?
Oh,
I think that's how this is, right?
A ration is one, like 3 meals basically for one person. But usually they're
Yeah. All right, you only found enough for like 2 rations, yeah.
Okay, so about
I was
6,
thinking
7
more.
meals. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that. All right. Well, in that case, I come back and I say, well, I got enough. I think if people don't eat too much, and if we pair it up with Monty's turnip stew, there ought to be enough for everybody to get their belly fulls tonight, and probably in the morning too. And I'll come back into camp and sit down and commence to cooking what I got and doing whatever.
All right. So how do you guys want to do your patrols as you're eating and everything, and it's starting to get close towards bedtime?
I gotta help Michelle with the dog for just a second, so just stick me wherever you want me. I'll be right back.
I mean, what probably makes the most sense is since there's how many PCs are there? 1, 2, 3. Is there 5 of us? We can probably do in this. We can probably do 4 shifts or 3 shifts, and then each one have several of our henchmen on each shift. We got tons of people.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, how many elves and dwarves do we have? Because they can see at night.
That's true.
I have 1 dwarf.
I have 1 elf.
Yes, it'd be good to have 1 demi-human on each shift, just to be safe, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if Rush has any. Well, he's a dwarf, but I don't think his main character is going to guard. But yeah, that's how I would do it. I would split it up so that we can each have some of our henchmen on. My main character is going to sleep. She doesn't do guard duty. She's a magic user.
Okay, sounds good.
think-
But you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you decided like an order yet?
Well, I think we're all going to be. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I'll do for my PCs. I'll do my 2 thieves. If we're going to do 3 shifts, I'll do thief, then fighter. You know, as far as the 3 shifts, and then however they want to do their. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
2 thieves. Thief.
Well, I'll have my elf go first, and then I'll do fighter. But then we need a demi-human on 2nd and 3rd.
Well, Tony has 1.
Yeah, I got a dwarf.
So if you do dwarf on 2nd, right? Then we have it on 1st and 2nd, and hopefully Rush or Michelle have a demi-human that we can fill in the 3rd shift.
Oh, I think Rush can just be on the 3rd shift because he is a dwarf.
Yeah, we could also just have him be on the shift. That's true. I guess they were dogs.
All right.
Hey, Rush, do you have any more dwarves in your retainers?
Didn't pay close attention to their races. Hold on. Basti is. All right. He's a cleric, so nope. No, I have 2 fighters and a cleric, so I have no dwarves.
Okay.
That means that probably your PC is going to have to be on guard duty one of the shifts, basically, on 3rd shift.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Your PC will probably have to be on the 3rd shift then, because we want to have 1 demi-human on each shift, and we don't have enough retainers.
That's fine.
Okay.
Like I said, wherever you need me, I'll go.
That's how we'll do it.
All right, sounds good. So you guys make your plans to set up for your for camp and everything through the night. Oh, first shift goes by and nothing happens. For most of the night, mostly nothing happens. During the so all through midnight, really nothing happens. There's no kind of excitement or anything. Uh, there's noises of different crickets and stuff like that chirping off in the distance. Way out in the distance, you guys can hear the splashing of water as perhaps some of the night creatures around here are 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 hunting for the night, but nothing too close to camp. Everything seems fairly far away. Uh, during the and then actually going on up into the pre-dawn, around 2 in the morning to 6. It's there's still just nothing throughout the night. Like everything goes by relatively smoothly. You guys begin to wake up during the pre-dawn, of course. Once you've had your rest, you all can have breakfast and memorize your spells and everything like that during this time. And that's the end of the first day of travel as the morning is coming up. And can I have someone roll me a d8?
I rolled it and then I fell off my desk and now I can't find it.
I rolled it, got an 8.
Good. All right. So, all right, you got your party again. You set off as normal. Uh, nothing happening this morning. It seems as you set off. The skies are once again fairly clear overhead. You believe it's going to be another good day for traveling. As you come up into the noon, you all are traveling, making fairly good leeway. I believe you're going to be making good time. But as you come up onto out of this one kind of like marshy area, you step in, and the ground's a little bit more kind of like solid in this area. But in front of you, there's a deep like lake in front of you, so like very marshy. You can't really tell how deep it runs. It's also fairly big. You could probably go around, but it might take a little time for you to do so. But this is also a fairly large lake, so
Well, look what good fortune has brought us. I could put this fishing net to use and catch us some fresh fish for lunch.
Well, that would be good, but I thought you were a vegetarian.
Well, every once in a while, but I mean, I could catch it and let eat. You could eat most of it.
Or one of those vegetarians that also eats fish?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm a flexitarian.
Oh, a flexitarian.
Yeah, that's it.
You do need those omega fatty acids.
The what now?
Yeah, exactly. Well, we could build a boat.
Well,
Says the 4 intelligence halfling. Or just go around it.
how do you build boats? I'm not a carpenter.
Not.
Nope.
Hey, Krystal, I want to send. Can I send a couple of my NPCs with my fishing net? I have a 25-foot square fishing net to see if I can catch some fish.
Oh, nice.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll send the fighter and the dwarf then to do it.
All right, roll a d6.
A 4.
Yeah. Whatever this lake has in it doesn't seem to have any fish.
Nah, well, I tried.
So when I see that they're not having luck, I walked up to the shore and I say, cast your net onto the other side.
And you'd have to go around the lake in order to do that.
No, the other side of the... Forget it. Too deep of a joke. Cut. Sorry. Roll that back. I'm not even a cleric.
Oh, I get what you're trying to do.
Do you though?
I don't. I have no idea what the joke was.
It was a Bible joke.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Okay.
Okay, so we clearly have established that we do have a very religious audience, or a very religious player base.
Pretty.
All it means.
You're all playing cleric. You lose all your clerical spells.
Yeah. In the Bible, men were fishing off of a boat and they weren't having any luck catching anything. And Jesus said, "Cast your nets on the other side." And then the men were like, "Well, that seems dumb, but okay." And they cast their nets on the other side, and then they brought up like a whole mess of fish.
Right.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Would have went good if it makes fun. Yeah.
Right. That was in
Yeah.
Joshua. That book.
But good though, close. All right. Anyways. Clearly, I won't make any more Bible references.
Everybody feels kind of bad for not actually getting it.
Yeah. Well, now that I know the context,
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
I mean,
All right.
I read that when I was like,
You know, once
knee-high
you
to a
said
sand
like,
mouse. I don't remember that shit.
"Oh, I'm not even a cleric," I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
okay."
yeah. I didn't have a cleric. See, if I had a cleric, I think it would have been better. So
Yeah.
we'll roll that back like it didn't happen. Just erase that part of the tape. All right.
Yeah.
But anyways,
If you had a cleric, I would give you inspiration, but
cut it out.
All right.
all right. So, how do you guys want? There are lots of like dead trees around. You think if you cut them down, they could float well, but
Oh, that's too much work.
Yeah, I think by the time we built the boat, we could have walked around the lake. We should have probably.
how big is the body of water? Is it?
I mean, a few 100 feet.
Oh yeah. We'll walk it.
Oh, it's a pond.
I
We'll
mean, I'm
walk
not measuring distance. It's like a pretty big lake area. Okay, it's
Lake will be 50 miles. Yeah, but even that is not enough.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little time to get around. I mean, it's not as wide. Like if you did build a boat or whatever, but like you said, it'd probably take about the same time to like get a boat built or whatever as it would to
We just walk.
whatever, But it does take you a better part of the afternoon of the noon to be able to get around it, but you do safely manage to get around without any losses or anything like that. It's anything except time. Through the afternoon, you finally are setting away from the lake and begin to travel again. Man, this day, like, really just nothing interesting happens. So yeah, that was the only really interesting thing that kind of happens. Now you will, as you kind of begin to set up your camp for the evening. I'm assuming you'll be doing the same things. Does anyone want to send out any hunters again? If you want to, I'll let you guys do that.
Well, absolutely, might as well.
Yeah, we just repeat the same process.
Oh, this time my thief with the short bow got a 1.
Well, I didn't get nothing.
I got a 4, so not as good a luck this time.
Okay. Your little, what was it, thief? You said, or halfling?
Yeah, I sent the thief out because he has a bow. Makes more sense.
Right.
Cesspon.
Oh wow, the thief by himself, he finds 5 rations worth of food, or 5 whatever, like 5 meals, whatever. Like you could feed like 5 people or 5 whatever.
Okay.
Very good, lad. You made up for yesterday.
Like maybe kill a deer or something, like a large animal of some kind. You actually managed to to find some kind of large edible animal, and you kill it.
Yep.
And then you guys bring it back to camp and cook it up.
Like a crocodile or something.
Where in the hell did you find an elephant?
In the swamp, no less.
Oh, it is like a jungle swamp, so you never know.
Must have been a circus lost their elephant.
Oh, man.
This one has big ears too. Maybe it flew here.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Elephants can't fly. I don't care how big their ears are.
At least I got that joke.
I got to go more Disney for you guys. I got
Yeah, I'll get your Disney jokes. Don't worry. I've seen all the Disney movies.
on the Disney jokes for it.
Okay.
I think we'll do the same thing unless somebody dies. I think we'll probably stick with that process.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, midnight, pre-dawn, nothing happens. I guess I just didn't do anything for this day. Really, I did that emote thing, and then I guess like just not much else happened. Daniel, roll me a d8.
7.
Wow. Okay. All right. So you guys set off on the. You guys are ready to set off on the third day. Everyone needs to make a check for save versus con.
Save versus.
Just our main character?
Yeah, of the main character.
And what kind of
what do you mean?
save? Which one?
D20.
Poison?
Versus poison. Yeah.
Well, poison save.
Sorry.
15.
5e.
Made it.
Right on the money.
All right.
Okay, mine's 9.
Did anyone fail?
So you want to get a 9 or higher
On what?
on a D20.
D20.
All right. I did not fail. Michelle's rolling hers now.
I did not fail.
She did not fail.
No. Wow. Okay. Well, nothing exciting happens. It was you were supposed to have food poisoning, but apparently, you were apparently you're fine. Apparently, you have some iron stomach. So, you guys,
That character passed because she didn't eat it because she's a vegetarian.
yeah.
Yep.
My
need
character
meat.
passed because the meal was cooked with the holy flames of Palor.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys. All right, so you guys are shutting off. You're fine as far as your thing goes. You're starting to as you come into the noon, you're starting to come into some of those thick trees again. But this they're like super thick. Like they're kind of poking you and everything, and they only seem to be kind of be getting thicker as you're going through. It kind of slows you down a little bit, but not too badly. As you're finally coming into the afternoon, you guys are walking. The trees are starting to clear up a little bit, but someone in the party accidentally bumps into one of these dead trees, and from inside the tree come a swarm of these big hornets. They start swarming all around the party, stinging you, trying to get you away from their nest. And everyone can roll a d6.
5.
4.
Sorry.
5. 5.
D6. You said a D6, right, Krystal?
Yep, I'll d6.
3.
2.
3 from me and a 2 for Athanasia.
Nice. That's how much damage you take from these hornets as they're trying to get you all away from their nest.
Good lord.
Yeah.
4 points again.
Get away.
Yeah, you don't get a chance to get away. I mean, they're hornets. You're not going to get a real chance, and you're in the midst of these swamps and this, sorry.
Is this a continuing thing that's happening right now, or was that the total and now they're gone?
Yeah, like it happens in the afternoon, and then and then you all get away. So basically, in the time it takes to get away, you take how much ever damage.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to do anything. We just automatically get the day's damage.
Yeah, that's just how much damage you take.
Done. Ouch. You know what I really love? Paylor.
Yeah.
I lean over to Athanasia. I say, I think you may want to go tend to the other lass over there. She took these bug bites kind of hard.
So Athanasia's gonna walk over and inspect the bug bites and say, she looks. Do you mind? Can I tend to your wounds?
Well, I would be my honor. Such a high-ranking cleric of Paylor to take the moment to speak with me.
She blushes. Well, I do what I can.
You're doing a good job. I just want to tell you that. I don't know what to tell you at the temple, but I can tell you that you're out here.
So I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds.
Oh, thank you. That wasn't expected.
I mean, I don't know what do I do as far as Cure Light Wounds.
Is it D6? I think it's D6 in this. D6.
It's a D6 plus 1.
Yeah, D6 plus 1.
A D6 plus 1. Okay.
You got this.
Oh, I got a 2. So you got 3 points of damage.
We'll slip back. Thank you, my lady. Anybody?
While that's going on, you're going to see Monty take out this little stoppered glass bottle that is red dye, and he's going to take it and he's going to start doctoring his wounds. And he goes, I bought this from a traveling salesman on the road one time. He called this mercurochrome. It works sometimes.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get out of that scenario. You set up your camp in the evening, and nothing else seems to go awry. Through midnight, nothing goes awry. As the sun is coming up at around 4 o'clock, who's on duty?
In the morning?
Wait, in the morning? We haven't gone to bed yet.
That's rush shift.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of fast forward a little bit. You guys, evening. You set up camp and everything.
When we set up camp, the Holy Party of Paylor, which is my group, that has 3 clerics, we're going to start handing out some healing.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't think this mercurochrome is working too well.
All right. Well, first, obviously, I need to get my priestess to get some practice. So who wants the first little heal spell?
I'll take it. I'm down 5.
Well, now you're +7, so you're not down anything.
Thank you, darling.
Who's next?
Nobody. Michelle must have everybody got hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm down 1 still.
Yeah, I only took 2 points of damage.
Yeah, and I took 3. I'm still at 28.
Next day, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it's gonna come back as soon as we wake up.
Yeah. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I'll cure light wounds on my dwarven friend.
All right, I'll have the priestess cast her other spell on me then.
Appreciate that, loss.
And then
if there's any extra, I'll take another heal. But
and then I actually have.
I should get 1 back when I sleep tonight.
Oh, okay. I have.
Hold on. Say what?
24 hours of rest outside the field to heal and BX. You get 1 to 3 back.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, that's what I'll still be at 30, and then I'll have my cleric cast 1 on you. For 2 points, I got 2 points, which is exactly what you needed.
Yeah. Sweet.
The extra healing once everybody's done, I'm down 1 point, so I'll take it if I can. But otherwise, I'm fine.
Well, my actual character could heal you, I suppose.
Well, that would be quite fine. I've not seen healers as strong as your party over here.
No, you haven't. And Elder Vice goes over to heal you, and his hands are very, very warm.
I like that.
And the wound, as he touches it, like just for a second, it feels like it's burning healed, like it's being healed with fire.
Oh.
And so it stings a little bit, but then it feels a lot better.
She kind of sighs. It's a little hard to tell if she's enjoying it or if she but she didn't pull away.
And then it doesn't matter how much I roll because you're missing 1 health.
Ah, I feel the power of Palor in me, around me, everywhere. And then she lights a fire because Palor is like a fire god, right?
Yeah, the god of the sun.
Nice. All right. Sorry, I kind of got a little carried away there. So you guys set up your party for the evening and do some heals.
I'm also going to play the flute. I don't know if that's relevant, but I've noticed now on my character record that I have a flute.
Okay, sounds good.
Certainly adds some atmosphere.
You guys want to set out any hunting parties? Probably away from the hornets.
Probably.
Oh, are they hornets or are they bees?
They were hornets.
Ah, no honey. Damn it. Yeah, I'll hunt.
I got a 2 this time.
Nice.
Okay.
I got 3.
Okay. Roll a d6, and that's how many like food you find.
2.
Okay, you find
2
enough
foods.
for 2 foods. I don't like rations, I guess, or however you want to put that. 2 meals, I guess, or two feedings.
2 foods.
Yep, you found 2 food.
2 foods, which we're going to consume immediately, I'm assuming, because it's fresh.
Yeah.
Because we have dried rations. I'm sure everybody has dried rations on their thing, but it's nice to have fresh food.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys find some more food and you eat. Your camp. Through midnight patrols, nothing really happens. And who's on patrol at around 4 a.m.?
Is that the 2nd or the 3rd?
That's the 3rd. That's Rush.
Okay, so Rush.
Rush is the leader, I guess, of it, and my henchman, the fighter, is there, and then I guess 1 henchman from each of these guys, right?
Yeah,
Right.
my henchman is there too.
So where you're camped out at, it's kind of a clearing with like a bunch of like dead, dead trees and stuff around. Actually at this point, it actually should be probably you're kind of coming into some jungly area. It's nothing that's too bad. You're kind of like on the edge of like a thick jungly forest. Either way, as you look out over this marshy area, sort of to the east, you see these pink, like kind of like clouds that are floating by, and they have like tentacles that are floating down under them. And it's like a group of about 12 of these things that are kind of floating by. They look kind of pretty as the sun hits them. They the shimmering swamps below them.
Do they look like they're really large clouds, or are they kind of?
I mean, they if you had to guess, they're probably like the size of like a human's chest.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a big cloud; it's like a little puff.
Yeah, it's like a puff.
Okay.
And they have tentacles?
Yeah, they have tentacles.
All right.
Well, that would be creepy. So I would instruct the other henchmen that are up with me to start waking the others up, because this would be something beyond anything that Kale has ever seen. He's going to kind of move to the edge of the camp and with his axe and just kind of keep an eye on the clouds. But you tell the henchmen to go back there and say, get the others up and tell them to come here.
Yeah, they're kind of like floating, like, I mean, not necessarily towards the camp, but I mean, definitely like Like they're definitely going to be passing close to it if they continue their current trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my henchman is only got a 5 charisma, so he does not subtly wake people up. He just stands up and he starts banging the pots or something. Get up, monster! Monster! Get up! Really loud.
Okay.
People get up, I guess. I mean, it's my character's good.
All right. I'm awake, and I'm angry because monsters, and I need to smite something. It's been weeks since I did a good smiting.
Okay. You see these puffy cloud-like creatures. They're kind of cute. As they are kind of, and they kind of like, they're kind of like bouncing on the air, like their tentacles will kind of split apart, and then they kind of like move their tentacles down quickly, and like just kind of like, you know, almost like off there, like almost swimming through the air. Maybe you're just bouncing through the air. And on like coming out of their cloud-like bodies are these like large eye stalks, and they have 2 eyes, and there are like 2 stalks and like eyes on each end, and they're all kind of, you know, again you see about a dozen or so.
What manner of foul magic is that?
Well, it might not be foul magic. It could be regular magic.
There's a difference.
Yeah, foul magic is the kind that kills people, and non-foul magic is the stuff that made you stop bleeding.
Ah. All right.
As they're getting closer, you can hear them. They actually seem to be making some kind of noise as they pass by. Foom, 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 foom.
I just look at the others and the 2 priests and the Amara, because I still haven't worked it out in my head exactly what. Do I know what Amara is, or do I just know that she's like? Do I pretty much know what everybody in the party does? Have we been together?
I mean, yeah, you guys have been traveling together for a little while.
So I would just look at the 3 of them like, you know, what the hell look on my face.
So does it seem like it's a language that they're speaking, or it just seems like animalistic sound? Can I tell that?
You can't really tell.
Hmm.
I mean, they just seem like they kind of just foom, and then they're just floating by.
Okay, so Amara's she's very curious. Tentacles are interesting to her. So she's gonna come out of the tent, you know, shake her hair out. And, she'll walk towards the front of the party, and she'll take from her purse a copper piece that is a continual light cast on it. She'll have her hand clutched tight, and then she'll stick her arm out, and then she'll open it slowly so the light comes from her hand, and she'll say, "Beings of the swamp, we mean you no harm. Come, feast upon our." That was yesterday, right? Come, tell us your secrets.
They just kind of keep floating by. At this point, they're like sort of in front of the camp, but they don't really take notice of you guys. They're just kind of floating by. Foom, foom, foom,
foom. Well, we gotta look at the others and just be like, well, if they aren't angry with us.
Yes, if they don't attack us, I don't really care about them.
I don't know. I want to pick a fight with these.
No, I don't want to pick a fight with them. But what I want to do is look and see if I'm going to quickly sketch, and I'll get my book, and I'm just going to make a quick sketch of them. And I'm also going to make note of the direction they're going in, so we can, if we're going in that direction tomorrow, we can look for signs of them.
Okay.
Assuming they don't attack us, again, just like everybody else, I'm not going to mess with them.
Okay, yeah. So you guys can watch them for a little while. You guys can watch them throughout the pre-dawn. Of course, you're going to be getting a late start, as then morning you're going to have to be packing up all your stuff and everything. But since you guys just watch them pass by, they pass by in a few different herds. Each group, usually contains around, 9 to 12 or so. And they're pretty little creatures, but they don't disturb you. They just float on by, minding their own business, and off to whatever destination they're off to. All right, so Alex, roll a d8.
7.
Okay. Roll again.
2.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So morning comes, and you guys are actually having to pack up throughout the morning. So you actually don't start getting a. Huh, I love this one. Okay, you actually don't start getting to travel until around noon. But it's fine. Again, today is a bright, sunny day. As you're starting to travel, maybe you're all talking about the weird creatures you saw, the things that just foomed on by as you watch them peacefully travel. So, like I said, you actually start off around noon. Come afternoon, you guys are walking through this jungle area. Things here seem to be a lot more alive than they have been. Like they actually seem a lot more jungly now, like than they were in the past. And as you're coming, as you're coming up, you see this one dead log uh, that that is like kind of like laying down in the woods. And as you're kind of like traveling near it, suddenly a small goblin hops out from behind the log. He has a pair of goggles over his eyes, and he has like an old carpet that he's wearing around his neck like it's a cape. And he says, "Halt! I am the one who guards these woods. You must pay me tribute to pass."
Ah, here you go, good sir. And I'm going to pull out a mushy apricot and throw it at him.
Oh, nice.
Okay. All right. He takes the apricot. He kind of smells it a little bit. He's wearing like a little belt, and he opens the belt and puts it in there. And he seems to be waiting for everyone else.
Ah, come on, everyone. Get the good goblin a little gift.
So I have a ball of green string, which I take and I kind of like show, I take it in my hand and I say, "Here you go, good sir," and I toss it to him. It's a 40-foot ball of green string, excuse me.
Oh yeah, he really likes this one. Yeah, he seems to kind of treasure this one. This one he tucks off behind him into this like kind of sack that he's wearing on his belt again.
I turn to the rest of the party.
She's gonna walk up and she's gonna look at the little goblin and say, "Well, hello, little one. I don't have much as far as tribute, but I can give you one of my copper coins." So she one of her little copper coins and she hands it to him.
Oh yes, he seems to be very excited about a copper coin, and he has another small little coin pouch on his belt, and he quickly drops it in there, and he looks to the last two.
Me and who else? Who's the other one?
I think Alex.
Alex.
Me. I'm trying to find where we got random items from because I don't have any random items.
No.
Oh, I downloaded one of those sheets from that Wizard Don. It has like a gear pack or whatever.
Yeah,
I said there was a link to to a place that had all sorts of stuff you could get.
Oh, did people actually go down this list and pick random stuff? I thought there was
Oh
a
no, I just downloaded the one that gives you a list of stuff.
yeah. You hit the
There's
list.
If I
a random lists on there you can do.
Just follow the link right now. It takes like a second. You get
I did follow the link, and it's just a giant list of items.
Oh, really?
Yeah, though that's like the giant list of items. Like, there's actually a giant list of items. But if you go back to the Wizdrone site and go to the Dungeons and Dragons, the 1981, there'll be something on there that says something to the effect of like
Adventuring gear, I think.
venturing gear.
Yep.
You can download. You just click that deal, and it creates like a pack of different stuff it gives you.
Fantastic. Now I have stuff. Let's see.
Not stuff.
I will give him a blue kilt.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, he's very appreciative of the blue kilt. He puts it on and he puts it like he tucks it under his belt so that his belt will hold it for him.
you weren't wearing that?
No, I only wear white and gold because those are the colors of
It was white.
Halo, the sun god.
So, Kale is going to walk over to the dwarf with a hand in his or to the goblin with a hand in his pocket. Now, this guy's like pretty little, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna pull out a like a small bell, and I'm gonna reach over and start to hand it to him. And does he reach up to grab the bell?
Mm-hmm.
So when he does that, I'm gonna reach over and grab his wrist with my hand. And what I'd like to try and do is snatch him up off the ground and tell him, say, "I'll give you a wee piece of tribute, you flea-ridden rodent." And I try to smack him right on the butt like he's a child. Just smack him on the butt and say, "Now get out of here."
And leave it to the dwarf.
I am it is the goblin.
As you pick him up, he screams and hollers, "Help! I'm under attack!" And the bushes all start to rattle, and 7 bugbears jump out, and you can all roll for it. And I'll let you roll for initiative, Rush.
Bugbears?
Wait,
Yep, 7 bugbears jump out.
You had to mess. You just had to mess with him, and his big brothers are here.
I was playing my character. I didn't expect the little goblin bugbears. All right. Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
A D6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got a 5.
And they got a 2. Bigger numbers are better, right? Or is it smaller number?
Bigger's better.
Bigger's better.
Okay, yeah. All right, you guys can go first.
Well, I'm gonna drop the goblin, of course, and immediately pull out my axe.
So what I'd like to do is pull my hood up, so I activate my elven cloak and I disappear, and I can have one henchman do something too, right? And that henchman is going to cast the web spell and try to catch as many of them as possible in the web.
Like, they're kind of around you, but I'll say you can catch. I'll say you can catch at least 2 of them in a web. Seems fair.
So I do them. It's a. I should look it up, but it's not huge. So yeah, as long as they're. And I figure there's enough trees around that can catch it.
yeah. One of my clerics.
I think they got to see it for the web. Let me just check. I didn't know we were suddenly going to be attacking things, so I didn't open it up. Spell creates a mass of sticky strands, difficult to 10 by 10 by 10. It'll cover giants or creatures with similar great strength and break through in 2 rounds, but these are bugbears. Weaker creatures take much longer to break through. Human would take 2 to 8 turns. Creatures with anyone wearing gauntlets of ogre power, so they're not that strong either. 4 rounds, so they're gonna be stuck for 2 to 8 turns, and they don't get saved. So 2 of them are trapped, I guess.
All right, that's fun. I'll say number 3 and number 4 trap.
I am going to. Monty is going to try to hide in the bushes, and I'm going to send my dwarf Nisa. She sees the other dwarf up there doing this and knows that he's going to need some backup, so she's going to rush up there to engage.
I'm sorry. Are they stuck for 2 to 8 turns?
2 to 8 turns. Yep.
All right. Okay. Cool.
That's what I'm asking.
All right. Got it.
I mean, in turns 10 minutes. So basically,
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
That goes 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. Turns right. Yeah. Not.
Not
Got it. Okay.
Like, or
I'll
convene,
do that.
like,
All right, I figured out what I'm gonna do.
Right. Michelle had a magic to go off this. Does magic goes off first, right?
I think
Okay.
magic
Can
goes off
you-
last.
Magic goes last.
Oh, sorry.
No, me
Wait.
last. Movement,
No.
magic.
No. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Well,
Magic goes first. Move, then magic.
Magic does go first. Yeah.
Okay. So
Elder Vice is gonna cast Bless over everyone in the party because everyone is close enough to get blessed, except for people already in melee.
No one's in melee.
All right, everybody then. Everybody is blessed.
I have a warm feeling.
yes.
You are full of righteous warmth.
Um,
Yeah, I actually have a magic user who also has web. So I was going to try to cast it on at least 1 or 2 of the other bugbears that are trying to attack us.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, so
did she have to roll for that one?
nope. Oh,
You
okay.
just did.
You managed to catch 2 more of them.
Yay!
Nice.
I'll just say it's 1 and 2. So 1 through 4 are now trapped. So there are 3 left. Well, 3 that are.
High five.
And then I will have my swordmaster prepare to attack anything that gets remotely near us.
Okay. What is the order of combat?
It's if you want to do it that way, it's movement and then magic and then missiles then melee. Or it's
Yeah.
check. I'll quickly check, but I think it's magic then missiles. Melee's last.
Here we go. Yeah.
So
First is morale check, which no one's doing. All right, then movement, missile. Yeah.
Movement, missile, melee. Movement, missile, magic.
And then melee. All right. So did anyone move to engage a
I would have, yes.
bugbear? All right. What number? 1 through 6. 1 through 7.
I'm gonna say 5, or you know.
Okay. Well, hindsight being 2020, of course.
Well, I mean, I can roll for it.
No,
Sure.
that's fine.
Okay.
Well, we wouldn't
It's fine.
cast it on the one he was engaging, so
Yeah, that too.
that had happened first.
Yeah.
So I'll just say
All
5.
Okay, that's cool. And I'm sorry, Tony. What did you do?
My dwarf Nisa is going to move up to engage one of them also. Then
Oh yeah, it's a well dwarf. Yeah. Let's see. That's fun. Okay, so now melee. So now whoever is doing melee.
And your thief moved too, right, Tony, to hide?
yeah, he just kind of moved in the bushes there off the side of the road.
Yeah, and so did my magic user. She put her hood up and moved out of the way.
It's movement.
I guess
Okay.
Epion's not gonna move. He was waiting to get blessed. Wait, does he have a bow? Maybe he'll shoot something.
Missile would have happened. Do you want to do a missile?
He's gonna throw a javelin.
So,
So are you doing a missile?
Yep, throwing a javelin.
Okay. At what number?
What?
At which number? I would assume 5,
7.
6, 7. So okay.
7.
All right. Roll.
I roll a 12, which for him is AC 7. Yes.
All right. So you miss.
guess so.
Okay, who's doing melee?
I am.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm engaged on number 5. I rolled a 14, which is good enough to hit AC 3.
You hit.
All right. And that's going to be, hold on. I got to find it on this sheet. Alex. Damn it. Alex, where are you? Isn't that a D8?
Oh, I see how this works.
What do you have?
I got a battle axe, but
Bad luck's a D8.
Yeah,
D8.
yeah.
All right, so it's a D8, and I get it's +1 battle axe, so it's got a +1 on it.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I'm only gonna get 4 points of damage on it, though.
Okay.
I bellow out and raise back and
All right, Krystal. I figured out how to read the sheet you sent me, and I should have actually hit AC 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you hit.
For 3 damage.
Okay. Cool.
I just hadn't actually tried to read the sheet until just now, and so I was not figuring out what it was saying.
Okay. All right. Who else was engaged in melee?
Nisa is going to try to longsword one of these bugbears. It's still not restrained. And she trips in some web, rolling a natural 1 herself.
Yeah. All right. It's their turn. So number 5 is engaged in melee with Rush's character.
Kale. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't pull up the camera right now to see the names. So
You're fine.
I
just have,
oh,
I would have helped quicker, but I haven't.
all right. All right. So, all right. Let's see. Oops, that was the wrong one. I rolled a D100. All right. All right. HD. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, here it goes. All right. They hit. Yeah. They bring in. They have a short sword, and they stab you with it. They stab you with their short sword. Right where your armor seems to be not guarding you. Oh, they actually get 7 damage on you.
Ow.
Yeah, they stab you. They stab you real good.
I reckon I deserve that.
Let's see. You moved up to 1 to engaged in combat, right, Tony?
Yeah, I moved it to number 6. I guess it was. If he had 5, I would have had 6 then.
Okay, cool. All right, so number 6 then will also attempt to stab at your is it your
armor class is 6 for Nisa.
okay. They rolled an 18, so fairly sure they hit.
Yep.
Yeah, they hit like a -2 with that. So Nisa is gonna take
That's the other one.
Nisa will holy crap also take 7 points of damage.
She is dead again because she only has 4 HP.
So this dwarf runs up to engage with this bugbear, and when it does, she kind of gets caught in some of that web, and the bugbear takes opportunity to stab her in the neck.
Yep, she is down.
The last bugbear has got hit with that what was javelin, but he's actually going to rush over to his buddies that are caught in web, and he's going to start trying to cut one of them out. And then it'll be back to your guys' turn. So, first of all, we'll do we'll do move. We'll do no morale check is necessary at this point. So we'll do movement. Is anyone going to be running anywhere?
Nope.
I
My character is like basically invisible with the cloak. She's gonna move out of combat further. She's not running, but she's moving away from people.
Okay. You can do that.
Yeah, someone do.
Then I'm gonna do missiles with my other character.
Okay.
Elder Vice and his homeboy Swordmaster Epion are gonna go tag team that guy who's trying to cut some guy free.
Okay. So you're going to
Yeah,
move.
I'm going to. My main character is just going to stay hid, and I'm going to have a missile attack with my fighter.
Okay. Sounds good. Anyone else?
For movement, I don't think so.
Right. Missile?
Yeah, my thief is gonna shoot his bow at one of the bugbears that's not being engaged. 17 is gonna hit AC 2. So I'm assuming that hits.
Okay, so number 6 is not being engaged. It just killed the other
Okay,
dwarf.
that makes sense. If it
Party?
just killed the dwarf, then that's the one I'll attack. 3
Okay.
points of damage with an arrow.
Okay, and what AC did you hit?
E2.
Okay, yeah, you hit him.
Pretty good,
All
right?
Yeah, my fighter, Fa La La La, is going to shoot her light crossbow with that same one, the one that killed the dwarf. And she is going to hit AC 5.
That's enough.
And that will do 4 points of damage as a crossbow bolt goes into it.
Nice. All right, he's still up. This bugbear's still up. He whines in pain. Anyone else doing melee? I mean, anyone else doing missile?
Well, what about magic?
That's next.
Is that
No.
next?
Yeah, it's not now.
I don't
Is that all for missile?
hold on one. I
Okay.
have one of my clerics. She has got a sling.
Okay.
Actually, both of mine do. They have slings.
Okay, you can either have yourself do one action and your one companion do an action, or you can have two companions do an action.
Okay.
So just
Just do one. Okay, I'll have just one.
no, wait a minute. No, because your other companion has to do the other thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so just do one for now.
One bit for now. All right. So they got a 6. I'm assuming that does not hit.
I would say no.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. Look at their sheet. I don't know what their armor class is.
Their armor class.
Oh, 6.
What are they?
Sorry. I was reading it backwards.
No,
No.
6 doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
No, I hit nothing. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty sure. Okay. And all right, so is that all the missiles?
I breathe.
Yeah.
Magic.
Okay. Well, I have a magic user that can do magic missile.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
The one that's trying to get the webbing off 2 of them.
Okay.
So, it doesn't say what I roll for damage though, because I don't rush that. I don't have to roll to hit magic missile, but I have roll for damage. What's the damage for that?
So what
Is it? I think it's a D6 -1 or +1.
It's a
I can't
D6
remember.
Plus one.
Oh,
I'm reading
okay.
it right now.
Okay.
D6 +1.
2 to 7 points of damage.
Okay, I got 2.
So you got
2 points of damage.
Oh, really? You rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
All right. So he gets hit with he gets hit in the back with the magic missile. Is that all for magic? Anyone else casting any magic? And of course, you can't move and cast magic in the same turn. So, all right, melee.
All right, my dudes are gonna melee.
As our
Well, that's definitely gonna hit. That's. I mean, that's just definitely gonna hit. What is that? AC 0
Nice.
for 6 points of damage from my cleric,
Okay.
and then AC 13. AC 4 for. Oh, nice. 9 points of damage.
All right, that's enough to kill that one then.
Yeah, no cutting your friends free, homeboy.
Hmm. Way under there.
Okay. Uh, um, go in order, I guess. Daniel, is anyone doing melee on you?
No, I've already done both my things I can do.
All right. Tony.
No, I've done both of mine too.
Okay. Rush.
All right. I got another 14, which is armor class 3.
Okay.
Only this time I did 7 points of damage to it.
All right. So you kill that one that you're engaged with.
I bellowed loudly in triumph.
All right. And then Mo, or is anyone doing? No, you did your actions, right?
Yeah, I did mine already.
Okay. All right. So their turn again. So the last bugbear. I'm gonna do a morale check because he's pretty much all by himself. He doesn't want to leave his buddies behind, but he's got to do what he's got to do. Let me see. If it's over, they'll keep fighting. I think that's correct. Well, okay. All right. So, huh?
Yeah, 2d6 over means they keep fighting.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So he sees his buddies and he looks like he's kind of struggling a minute, but finally he begins to take off through the underbrush, leaving his buddies behind. And the goblin's long gone by now. So I guess technically we're still in initiative. So, you guys might be able to shoot at him one more time if you want to. If you guys want to attempt to missile him, but he's running away. So it's back to your turn. So, what you guys want to do?
My thief will definitely shoot an arrow at him.
All right.
But he
Well,
misses terribly.
let's go ahead and do. I guess no one's going to move this time, right? Because I mean he's running away, so movement really wouldn't you wouldn't be able to catch up to him. I don't think.
The only movement I would do would be to engage the next one.
Right. So, and then the last 4 are all tied up in spider webs. So you guys don't really have to drop.
I'm on crossbow also with the one running away.
Okay. Crap. What's my thing doing? All right. So missile. Yeah. Go ahead and do missiles.
All right. I'm gonna have 2 of my people do missiles.
I missed.
All right. So I've got. Eon has a longbow. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna miss. And Acolyte Mechkisha has a sling. And she is almost certainly gonna hit. Let me get over to hers. No modifier. 16 is AC 3 for 2 damage.
Ooh. He looks like he's on his last leg.
Well, that's it for me.
Yeah.
Did yours hit, Daniel?
I missed both times.
Oh.
Yeah. Atari, my one of my henchmen steps up and chucks a javelin, and it falls well off to the left.
Okay. Mo?
I'm going to try one of my clerics, Milsis. He's going to try using his sling.
Okay.
You can use both of them.
Oh, I got an 18.
That probably hits, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would say so.
Then
Unless you have a really bad dex.
Even if they're the worst.
Does Bless give any weapon damage?
Actually, it might. I keep forgetting that everyone is blessed.
Oh yeah.
Me too, but I still wouldn't hit with mine.
Let's see.
forgot
Bless,
about
bless, bless, bless.
Yeah, I'm with Daniel. It wouldn't help.
Should be just +1 to hit, isn't it?
I think
I'm sure that's why I asked.
It's definitely, and it's +1 morale. I know that.
Mhm.
But I don't know if it's damage. I don't.
Oh, it's not. It's in the expert book. I don't have the expert book open.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And damage.
Um,
+1 to hit and damage.
and
Oh, it
damage.
is damage. Wow.
Hold on a second, get up.
Well, she got a +1 to damage, and she did 4 damage with the sword sound.
Nice.
yeah. So that guy should have taken 1 more damage from the sling earlier too.
Okay. Oh. Anyway, what now?
Okay. How much? I'm sorry, you hit.
Oh,
Yeah, Mo did hit with an 18, and then she rolled a 3, but with
Okay,
the
yeah,
she got a 4.
If you hit, it only had 1 HP left,
Oh,
so it falls dead in the brush.
that was the goblin, right?
No, that was the goblin's long gone. He ran away as soon as you let him down.
Okay, gotcha.
That was the last bugbear. There are 4 bugbears left. They're all tied in spider webs. So I mean, if you guys just want to kill them, you can.
Yeah, we just.
Oh.
We
You guys want to deal with them?
Does anybody speak bugbear?
Nope.
No. No.
I
No.
don't.
No. No. And no.
No. No. Yep. I said we should just kill them. Pointy stick through their heads. Well, you can't get in close because they're in the web.
Yeah. Afterwards, Kale would just kind of look around everybody sheepishly and just be like, "Yeah, well, sorry about that."
Yeah, you can bury the body maybe.
yes.
I was just gonna smack him on the behind for being naughty.
Yeah.
And he took our stuff. We gave him 2.
Yep.
He was only wanting little trinkets. You didn't have to try to hit him.
He's a dirty, rotten little bastard. But
Is there any way we can try to attract the little goblin to see where he went?
I mean, if you want, sure.
Before we do that, though, I mean, you can do it now, I guess, while we're doing this, but I definitely want to loot the bodies, and we should probably bury our dead friend.
Okay.
I'll actually do that since I'm the one that got the fight started. I'll take care of that.
All right. Sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
And I'll have
I'm just gonna try to see if I see the trail of the goblin, if it's a well-worn trail, or if he tried to sneak away.
Okay. Roll a d6 and let me know what you get.
1.
Sorry.
Okay. Who's all gonna search bodies? I'm assuming you're doing that instead of searching bodies.
I assume.
Yeah, I
everyone searched
often
bodies.
say if all the people we got, I wouldn't worry about searching the bodies. I'd be trying to find the goblin trail.
Okay.
Yep.
So, all right, who all is searching the bodies?
I am. I think everybody else.
Well, Athanasia and Kate
Everyone else.
body.
Okay. So everyone that's searching the body, roll d6 and let me know if you get a 1 or a 2.
Ooh, we got a 1.
I got a 2.
Nice.
All right. Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me look. Please don't start running slow on me, computer. Sorry, wasn't expecting, or I hadn't planned like searching bodies for some reason. So let me just go ahead and roll up some random Random treasure real quick. That they would have on them. And who all got something?
Mara got a 1.
Okay.
And Elder Vice got a 2.
All right. Well, that doesn't make sense. Oh.
10 million gold pieces.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna roll up something anyway. Because every beat these guys can get a little something. What the heck? Here we go. Okay. All right. I'm gonna send what you find in Messenger, and you guys can decide what you do with that. So it was only Alex and Daniel's character that found something?
Yep.
I thought Rush
Okay.
rolled a 2. Didn't you roll a 2?
No, I'm burying the body.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. And then, sorry, my computer is like, it's not wanting to cooperate right now.
Sure.
All right.
We've all been there.
9 o'clock, and you guys haven't even gotten to the actual place yet.
I blame myself this time.
I also blame you.
Yeah. Had you not spanked the goblin, you would have just arrived there, but like
The goblin would have escorted us.
in the note. It was in the note that there were 7 hobgoblins hidden around, and if you attempted to get rough with the goblin, they would jump out to defend them.
Yeah, and then he runs off and leaves them.
I know. Well, he's a goblin. He's a dirty, rotten little bastard.
He's got my damn ball string.
Stop! Go away.
Oh, at least he didn't get my last turnip.
Yeah, that's true. He was also. You also got to admit though, like he was very like I mean, it didn't really matter what you gave him. He was like very like, oh, okay, cool. That'll do.
Just don't spank them.
Yeah, just don't mess with him. Just give him, some minor trinkets, and he'll be on his way. All right. So. Oh, really? Great. Okay, cool. Wow. All right. Wow, I spent this long. This hard was worth it. Yeah, let's give it a little. All right. Are you on the internet? Could you please get off of it? Because, like, I'm trying to do this and you're taking up bandwidth, and also my computer's already running really shitty. Yeah, that takes up bandwidth. Yes? Okay. This is funny. All right. Okay, finally, I'm getting these down. Okay, cool. Ooh. All right. And Alex is the last one. That actually helped a lot when she got off, though. All right. Check Messenger if you rolled a 1 or a 2. Because I think I got everyone that rolled a 1 or a 2 that was searching for the bodies.
Both of us.
Yep.
Fantastic. My treasure.
I mean, you can decide.
Got it. That's it, right? Just the gold.
What I typed, yeah.
So I say to Kyle. Oh, it was good that you had us fight this goblin. Well worth it. And I hand him the 2 gold pieces that I found on the boat. Your dwarf. Is his name Kyle? How do you say that? Kyle?
He's been pronouncing it Kale.
Kale?
Yeah, I think he's pronounced it Kel a few times.
Oh, it's a delicious vegetable.
He's a dwarf.
Yeah, I don't think as a dwarf he knows what he's named after.
Well,
But
I mean, he was eating human flesh earlier, so. Rush, if you're talking, you're muted.
No, I wasn't. Did somebody ask me an actual question? Sorry.
yeah.
No, not well.
My name, I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
The question was, how do you pronounce your name?
Kale. Sorry, Kale.
Kale.
Yeah,
And also, Amara said something to you.
I thought she was just being quippy about
I was being creepy about the dead party member for the 2 gold pieces that we found for the fight that you started.
Yeah, he feels kind of bad about it, actually. So he was just kind of like letting you vent without, like, he's like, I probably shouldn't argue about this one.
I mean, you lost a fellow dwarf.
Yes, like
I guess
he feels really bad about this.
I guess that's true. We only lost a dwarf, so
Half a man, really.
Oh.
Right, but the good thing about the dwarf is they can see it.
All right, so I'm going to assume that you guys are going to continue to travel now. Oh, no, that's right. You were going to, yeah, that's right. You're going to try and search for the goblin.
Yeah, did I find his trail?
Sure. Yep. I mean, you rolled a 1, so yeah. The string that was given to him earlier, as he was running away, it got caught on a branch, and you can follow a clear line, like just straight to him if you want.
Well, should we follow this dirty little creature and get our stuff back, or what should we do?
I feel as though we've already murdered his friends. I think we've done enough to him.
Murder, you say? What?
Other than
Well, I suppose murder is the wrong word. Defended ourselves to the point that they died.
Yes, by the blessings of Palor, and I hold up my still holy symbol.
Is it actually a holy symbol of Palor? Because that would be pretty interesting.
It just says still holy symbol, so I don't know.
Other than a couple of random trinkets and, of course, our fallen comrade here. Other than the fallen comrade, I don't think we've lost anything that is of any import. Quite frankly, I think we should just leave the goblin alone at this point.
Well, if he comes back, I don't think he likes spankings.
When he comes back, go near him. Or I'll give him the damn bell, one of the two.
All right, so you guys get off again. I've lost track of time. I believe it was noon. So you guys. Oh yeah, so it was like afternoon that you guys ran into that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it's actually starting to become evening now. You guys haven't got to do a whole lot of traveling today. I mean, you can move away from this disaster area if you want and set up some camp. However y'all want to handle this. I mean, you guys, because like it's going to become be evening soon, which is usually when you're supposed to set up camp. So I mean, you could push longer to, if you wanted to, or you can go ahead and start setting up your camp because I mean it's getting to where it's going to be a little too dark to travel.
I'd give it another 15 minutes or so just to get away from this ambush spot in case.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I meant.
In case Goblin Boy comes back with more friends. That would be.
Oh, we're still at the ambush point. It's dark by then. I misunderstood.
Yeah, because it happened in the afternoon. So, like, afternoon, you guys set off on your travel. Like, after this is all done, it's still afternoon. The fighting is resolved. You guys push off away from that area. You travel for a few hours, and now it's becoming evening.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we're quite a ways away then. Okay, yeah, we'll just set up camp as usual then.
Yeah. All right. All right. So so you guys you set up your camp. Is anyone gonna go fishing or anything?
There's a place to go fishing?
I mean, not hunting, whatever, Is anyone gonna check for provisions around the area?
Yeah, I'll go this time. I'll take the same crew.
I'll also go.
This time I got a 2.
Okay.
I got a 5. I didn't find shit.
All right. If you roll a 1 or a 2 on a D6, you can roll a D6 to see how many foods you can find.
Sorry, I had to wait for Jingle Claws, the dog over here, to finish doing what he was doing. Sorry.
How did it started with you guys coming out at the place?
I rolled a 6, bro.
Oh.
Using my Gary Contacts.
Nice. All right. So yeah, you found food enough to like pretty much feed everyone pretty well. Is anyone gonna do any healings or anything like that before you head off to bed?
Yeah.
Did you take any significant damage?
I did. But let's see. I'll get Michelle to heal me once. Let's see how well that goes. She had to step out for just a minute. She'll be back. She had to go pick up Caitlin, but it won't take her more than about 5 minutes.
Well, good. Can we take a bio break in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that'll work too.
Fantastic.
Is everyone back?
I'm here.
I'm back.
Ooh, that's way better. That feeling like home. Barricade.
Is anyone else back?
I'm still back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Probably, I don't know. Probably I guess just have you guys fun because I mean at this point it's late. I guess we'll just have you guys find the spot and then we'll just we may go like the first evening or whatever because something fun happens, and then probably end it and have a part 2.
Okay. I'm good with that. Do it 2
Fireball. Did I do that?
Hmm?
I've just never guessed fireball. Do that.
You're like breaking up. Can you say that one more time?
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm getting a bunch of feedback from Krystal's end.
Out here, like.
All right, go ahead, Daniel. What'd you say?
I said I would like to cast fireball.
All that for that.
Listen, what I'm saying is pointless or silly, so I don't know why you waited for it.
Yeah. All right. Are you going to cast it at the hornet's nest?
No, I don't even have fireball because I rolled randomly for my spells. I've never had fireball. So.
All right.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. So after all the excitement, I'm sorry. People needed to be healed, right?
I guess so. Who needs to be healed and for how much?
And Michelle's not back yet, so I don't know what I have to roll because I'm not a cleric.
1d6 plus 1.
All right. For cure light.
Okay, well, shit, that's awesome. I got 6 total then. And of course, she just walked in the door.
Nice.
29. That's close enough.
He's using all your spells up, Michelle.
Yeah. Feel free to get healed up to full because I mean, because you guys are gonna sleep and get your spells back anyway.
Say what now?
I
Oh,
said you guys are about to go to sleep. You'll get your spells back anyway, so feel free to get healed back up to full.
Yeah. Yeah. And I rolled just what I needed, actually. Okay. I used up all your healing spells, huh?
Okay.
You're about to get them all back.
Okay, thank you.
Did anyone else need any healing, any henchmen or anything?
Nope, I don't think I think the only person who took damage besides him is dead now. So
Yeah. You're not gonna be able to heal death, so you need to be fourth level spells to do that.
We don't have to keep reminding the dwarf here.
All right, so you guys rest through the night. Nothing more interesting happens as you take your patrols in the pre-dawn. You guys get your camps and everything packed up, and in the morning you set off. You guys travel throughout the morning with nothing unusual happening. Just because I don't want to take the risk anymore. And through the noon, you travel again. It's sort of an overcast day today, which kind of you lost a party member, and so now that's bring your mood down a little bit as it's actually kind of a bit overcast. But in the afternoons, as you guys are in the noon, as you guys are passing through and everything, it clears up a little bit, becomes partially cloudy, and through the afternoon, you're cutting through some. You're coming through these real thick, like vines and marshes and everything. Cutting your way through. Man, it's super thick and tiring and super slow travel. And suddenly you cut through this last kind of a layer of like these like these like vines and thick uh and this thick brush and everything. uh okay, stop. And as you do so, it's like suddenly it's like clear, and it's like, oh man, we finally got through that. And as you step out, you're all surprised to see this old ancient looking city that lies before you. Cutting through the dense growth, the party reaches an unnatural clearing. The summit of the rise is covered by the remains of an ancient city. Crumbling walls have fallen. Crumbling walls and fallen masonry choke and a tangled streets and buildings. Surely some great civilization once claimed this forlorn wilderness as its own. As its own. The eons have not been kind. The structures have tilted and collapsed. Few, if any, of the buildings remain standing. The wilderness is well on its way to reclaiming the city. Snarls of vegetation and stunned trees have worked their uh, inca- their implacable way through the stones. The masonry and the monuments feature alien ruins and unknown symbols, bas relief of wondrous plants and animals, and the repeated uh, catatrope of sinuous and whisked dragons here and there, cast towering stettles cast long shadows over the ruins, their faces once covered with graven images, long since eroded away. So, all right, I'm gonna do a screen share so I can show you guys exactly like where you're coming out and everything, and what you're kind of seeing. Um, Let me see if I can do a screen share. So you guys can click my name, of course, in order to be able to see the image and not have it move. As soon as I can get it permission, get it to give me permission to share. Yeah, there we go. Is it still loading?
I don't see it.
Oh, like the window popped up, but it hasn't. Man, I need a new frickin'.
Well, if it's popped up, it should have come on through. So I don't know if it's just slowness.
Yeah, it's probably just my processor. Please. Give it a minute.
Process that by now.
Well, it pops up, but the share is grayed out. Okay, well, let me cancel. Hold on, let me try again. All right, here we go. It's probably because I have like so many things running and it just doesn't like it.
Can you send it to me in Messenger real quick?
Yeah. I'll hold on. Share. All right, fine. Fuck it, cancel. Yeah, I'll just send it to the group messenger. Of course, now means I'm gonna have to pull it up through the thing. For part 2, I'll just share the thing on there, and then you guys will have it or whatever. I honestly may just have to wait on part 2 until I get like a new laptop or something because I can't stand this. I'm so slow and like nothing works and it just pisses me off. All right, come on. Well, it's being hard on me. Yeah, I think. Okay. And just pull this out here. If it'll do it. Please do it. Oh, I think it's doing it. 1 second, guys. The audience isn't going to be able to see, but oh well, who cares about them anyway?
Some people maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, not many. Like, unless you are an audience. Also, go buy our merchandise. I pressed send and it just disappeared. Oh, there it goes.
It might be Hangouts that's messing with you too.
It's not. It's my computer. Well, like I have like I'm running like
because I just got flagged with my CPU usage, and I have really good CPU. So the only thing you and I have in common is that we're both running across Hangouts right now. So
In the
Like I literally had an error pop up and say
Facebook
you're
Messenger chat.
experiencing high CPU usage at the moment, and I'm like, why? I don't have anything open. So
Huh.
Weird. Okay. So you guys can see on the Facebook Messenger, the group messenger.
yeah, Daniel.
Uh,
Yeah,
this is what you as you cut through the last bit of foliage. This is what you encounter, and you guys are like you can see like where there's like a rise like in the land around this area, and you guys are to the northwest there, coming out of that dense area to the northwest.
Oh, okay.
So over here or up here?
Yeah, upper left
I
corner.
can't see your mouse, but top left.
Okay, so right here.
Okay. All right.
Between those little things. And as you can see, like I mean, like these streets are littered. Like it would take you, like you like to search through like all these buildings and catacombs and stuff. Like I mean, it could take you quite a long time. But there are a few areas like marked on there with letters. So if you want, you can just say like what letter you want to go explore, and I'll tell you what you find. But yeah, like I said, there's like all sorts of things like you can like the buildings and stuff like you can tell there used to be like hieroglyphs or something on them. They've pretty much been eroded. There are statues of like dragons and things like that. Uh, not dragons that you would like recognize necessarily as being dragons right away though. Like these dragons are more like snake-like and like like you would have heard legends of dragons of like feet and wings and stuff. These look more like serpents or something.
These like heavy kind of blue areas, is that water?
No, those are like like thick garden areas. Like you could tell that they used to be some kind of like nice garden area, and now they are grown up and like and thick, um, with many of the vines and stuff like covering the walls and kind of bringing them down and stuff.
Gotcha. Well, my initial thought is that this area over here, and I point to where F is, over here, that's higher than the rest, right? Because it's a rise. So I look over there. Can we tell, or maybe the clerics can tell? Does that look like temples or anything on there, or a palace, or like so ruined we can't tell what it is?
Yeah. Let me tell you exactly. So I don't get it wrong. A few high walls surround what must have once been a grand building set up on the highest point of the proximity. This structure is more than this structure has more than 2 dozen rooms, a walled garden, and a pair of courtyards. The palace ruins have been soundly looted over the ages. Here there are ancient signs of once you get inside, you'd be able to tell there were ancient signs of battle. Skeleton remains and fantastic Baroque armor still clutched still clutch peculiar weapons. And if you don't know what Baroque armor is, it's like early armor like explorers, I guess you could say, like in like Christopher Columbus kind of times, like that kind of plate armor, like it was just a solid plate breast that just like went over their body. Like you've never seen any armor like that before, but like you wouldn't be able to see that until you got up there. Of course, where you're at, there may actually be some remains of battle and stuff as well, because I mean it's all in ruins and stuff. So there's a chance that some of that's around, and they have these odd. You can also find these odd, like maybe they kind of look like spears of some kind or something. You've never seen that. You've never seen anything like it though before. It's a very very odd weapon. Like you know, it doesn't look very efficient for fighting with.
Well, I mean, I think that even though the box text said that it was looted already, I think that if it was me, I would go to the higher ground because that looks like a palace or something. We should check that out.
I agree. We should go to the higher ground.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what we want. The question is, do you guys want to walk through these ruins here, past A, or do we want to go just through the center of the two parks?
Wait, where did we come in at again?
We're over here. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Let me draw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
pretty much like
Yeah, let me just see if I can.
Well, let's cut across and go through A, I guess.
Yeah, so we can either go like, or we can.
If we go around, we can, look at some of the buildings as we go. If we cut straight across, I don't know what's going on there. There's no buildings. It looks creepy.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, made big.
Right. Children of the Corn, they're there.
It's like literally like a place where you're going to be ambushed. But it's
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, the other option too is to stay down below and walk like this, which is probably the safest. But I think I want to walk through the ruins, right?
Yeah, I want to walk through the ruins. Get a good look.
Yeah.
Seems to be the general consensus.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are walking through the ruins. It's afternoon. Like I said, actually moving through the ruins is actually moving at like half speed because of all of the rubble and everything that's around. It's actually kind of hard to to move through. But you can look. Some of the remains are up enough that you can kind of look in and get a general consensus of maybe what the rooms were like and stuff. But for the most part, this place is it's it hasn't been kind. I said at the beginning, as you approach this, as you approach area A, this area was once found in the center of a large plaza. Now the space is crowded with fallen masonry and debris. The large oval fountain is now dry and holds only a pile of mass-covered rubble.
Well, this is a sad state.
You said the fountain is dry. Is it deep? Like if I walk over and peer in.
No, it's not. It's not deep. You could go and enter the fountain, and go through the rubble if you wanted to.
Yeah, dwarves are good at that stuff.
I guess my question is that if I can see the bottom of the fountain, if it's not deep,
you can do that.
Does it look like it's just an empty fountain, or is there like stuff laying all in it, or is what I was getting at?
There's rubble.
Okay.
Like I said, but you could get in it if you wanted to.
Yeah, but it just looks like it's mundane though inside. That's what. Okay.
From where you're at, if you want to search for the rubble, you can. Like I said.
What the hell?
All right. The rubble consists of jumbled marble statues of porpoises, sea turtles, weird mer creatures, and other marine life. Topping the jumble of stationery are 7 sinuous dragons shattered by the fall. As you begin to enter the well, you get an immediate sense of being watched, as if there is a wrathful intelligence observing you.
So when I get in, and I look around and I notice. I'll be like, we're in a jungle, but yet they got all these statues of fish and sea creatures. And then when I feel the feeling of being watched, I'm gonna just kind of slowly make my way back out, and I'll look over at the others and I'll say, there's a mighty creepy feeling when you get inside that thing. Feels like someone's watching me. I don't like it at all, not one bit.
It might be a holy place. All they need to know is that we're not here to desecrate, and then they won't be hostile anymore.
Also, there was maybe 12 of us out here. We were all watching you.
I'm used to you all watching me. Those didn't feel like that. It felt like something weird.
Did it feel like maybe one less of us was watching you?
He just kind of glares at you like, really, man?
Too soon.
Is valuable? Or are they all rubbed? I mean, marble is valuable, right?
It's also very heavy.
I'm gonna let one of you go in there and you tell me what you think then.
Well, I would check for sure because I'm knowledgeable in these things, but I always thought the dwarves were the most knowledgeable about this kind of thing. But if not, I'll check.
Well, we'll go together, lass. Let's go. I mean, I'm not scared of what's looking at me. I'm just saying that there's something looking at me, and it ain't you.
You don't seem scared at all. Definitely not incredibly frightened.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I mean, if you need a girl to hold your hand, I start to hike up my skirt. I'll on the
God, I parked that picture with assholes.
let the magic user do it. So yeah, I'll walk over there. I want to see if anything's worth money.
Yeah, I'll go back in there.
Okay.
Don't exert yourself. You're scared.
So if you enter into the fountain, you'll feel that same feeling. You'll feel as if something is watching you. It feels like a very angry, vengeful kind of like a wrathful intellect is observing you.
Well, that doesn't look very good now, does it?
I look over and I kind of whisper. I say, "See what I tell you? You said I was making jokes, but you see what you see? Do you see now?"
Yeah, this is very unusual. Does it seem like I'm going to look at the statues that are in here?
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that the statues are watching me, or do I think it's from outside? Like, can I tell what direction it's coming from?
No, you can't. You can't really you just get the general feeling. And I mean, like when you're in this, it almost just feels like it's coming from all around.
Okay, I'm gonna actually cast detect magic.
When you cast detect magic, the entire fountain all around it just radiates magic. It's strong.
Oh, okay. So I cast my spell and I say, "This is a very magical place."
Finger wiggling again. I told you.
Surface, but there's strong magic here. Is it just in the fountain, or is it outside as well?
No, just in the fountain.
Oh, it's the fountain itself. The fountain is the source of magic. Good or bad, I cannot tell.
Well,
maybe we should look at it from the outside. How about you think of that?
Or maybe dig down into the fountain.
Yeah, I mean, could be. I'm going to walk out of the fountain, though, so I can look from the outside with my 8 armor class.
I'm gonna follow Amara.
So I'll come out. I mean, this is up for like 20 minutes, so it still looks magical. I'm guessing from the outside as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely magical in there. I think we should probably dig through the rubble, but I feel like we want to do it in a way that we can be assured we will not be attacked.
You want to dig through the rubble respectfully, perhaps?
Yeah, I want to see what's going on. It feels like there's a negative force watching us, but it very well could be that the negative force doesn't want us to cleanse the fountain of the evil. So, yeah, I think we should.
I wouldn't say negative; just feels wrathful, angry.
Angry.
Talk to it.
Since you guys are kind of like looking around the fountain and everything, you guys do find some like hieroglyphs around this fountain.
Oh,
If
do
you
it.
want, you could, yeah, they're like some hieroglyphs. If you want, you can try and roll under your intelligence to see if you can figure them out.
Oh, all right, I'll do that first. But if not, I have read magic as a spell. I mean, I have read languages as a spell. But I'll,
13.
You said 3d6 or 46?
Just to do a T20.
oh, then I definitely did it. Yeah. So,
Under.
I am fluent in hieroglyph.
I got a 12 under a 13.
I got a 3 under 13.
And she got a 3 under 13.
I don't know what I got under, but I got a 2.
All right. Anyone who rolled under, which I guess was like everyone, as you're looking at these hieroglyphs, you kind of can determine that it looks like people are approaching the dragons respectfully. They seem to leave something of value, like something that would be very valuable, like jewels or huge piles of coins, things like that. Um, and then they seem to be almost maybe communicating with the dragons. It seems like as they have left their gifts.
So it seems the dragons are fortune tellers, though they've fallen, and we have no fortune to offer them to tell ours.
So it would seem, at least for now.
At least for now. Well, this is something we can come back to. Let us search the palace, perhaps, and see what treasures we can find.
Okay, so you guys spend the afternoon looking over the fountain, trying to find out what mysteries lay within it. As you're going towards the palace, it's now starting to become evening. Like this place is a little bit creepier as it's starting to become darker. The ruins of these houses and everything, and sometimes it almost feels like some of the shadows just seem to move. So, it's almost like a figment of your imagination. You just kind of see it out of the corner of your eyes. As you guys are about halfway to the temple. Yeah, about there will be fun. You guys hear a loud shrilling noise in the distance, and as you guys are looking around trying to figure out what it is, attacking from our flying. You look up into the sky to see this huge moth flapping around the area. It's coming from, it's a huge moth. It's gigantic. And it's flying basically from that southern garden. It's flying over that as it's flapping its massive wings. The moonlight gliding just hit it and just kind of light it up as it flies by as it's flying around. Let's see.
It's Mothra.
It's huge. It very well could be. This is a huge moth.
Mothra.
Mothra, yeah. We need Godzilla to fight it.
Yep. As this thing is flying, the moonlight is hitting all of you, and you guys are kind of looking at it, trying to, observing what it's doing, of course. And as it passes over the moon, the shadow seems to almost come down and almost focus just directly on top of of Amara.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. And Amara, as you as this shadow casts itself down upon you from this moth, which is probably about 50 to 60 feet above you guys, I'm gonna say. Looking down eerily. Let me make sure I have this exactly right. Blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Cool. No, stop. Oh, stop. Sorry. I'm making sure I got this one more time. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay. That's it. All right. You will take oh, you're gonna take 4 points of damage as this shadow falls on top of you. And you feel this like just almost like something stabbing into you. You take 4 points of damage.
What
And
did you
also,
say? What did you say fell on him? You're breaking up real bad for me.
If something fell on me, I was trying to figure
the moth like flew in front of the moon, like the moonlight was coming down and touching all of you. And like the shadow of this big moth creature just like fell down directly on you as it flew in front of the moon.
So the damage.
Yes, and when this shadow falls on you, it's like there's just this negative force or stabbing or something basically. And yeah, it you take 4 points of damage from it as this happens.
Ouch.
And also you need to make a save. You need to make a save versus
Doesn't matter. I filled out my saves. that made me safe.
Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, you do get it's a save versus spell for future experience. Okay, so as this shadow, you feel that piercing damage. You suddenly almost feel like your life force slipping away, and you're gonna lose a level.
Okay. Ouch.
Is this everybody or just Amara?
Just tomorrow.
Okay.
That's what you get, Daniel. You made me lose a level once.
Yeah. All right. And now it's your guys' turn.
I mean, hide from the shadow.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my dagger that has continual light cast on it, so that I basically, hopefully, banish away the shadow area.
Oh, that's a good idea. I also have a rock with continual light cast on it.
Okay. You pull out your dagger, and the shadow is like still there.
Okay. Well, I also moved.
Yeah, it seems to be some kind. It seems a bit more like supernatural.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to move away from it as well. I'm not just standing there with it.
Okay. So where are you guys gonna? Where are you gonna move?
Away from the shadow.
Well, yes. Like, are you moving? Are you gonna keep going, running towards the temple, or?
I mean, is the shadow between us and the temple?
The moth is like above you guys right now.
But the shadow, is it between us and the temple?
The shadow is directly on top of Amar right now.
So it's not between anything. We can whatever. Yeah.
No, it's directly like on Amar.
Then yeah, I guess we go towards the temple. That's where I'm gonna go.
All right. I mean, just so you know, each one of those blocks represent 100 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna have to haul that.
This is where movement comes in. Well, I have 12 inches of movement because I'm got no armor. I'm 20 feet around, so I can get in 2 rounds. Actually, if I run, I can get there 3 times my speed. I can get there this round if I run, which is what I will do.
Okay.
I will also run. I'm not as fast as you though, because I'm wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, so your movement's only.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Basically, yes. Your movement's
Okay. Is everyone running?
doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yes.
I mean, no means to attack it. I don't. Actually, my other magic users, since I can move 2 of my characters, it will cast magic missile because that will reach where the moth is. And
You can't move and cast magic.
no, I can do 2 characters though, right? So Amara is running because she's in the shadow, and the other magic user is going to cast magic missile.
Oh, okay.
Right, we can do that, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So magic missile at the moth. Oh, 7 points of damage. So I'm leveling myself down. So that magic user does that, and Amara runs. And this is now 11 hit points. Oh, yeah. I lost that spell. I'm going to cast my fireball. Okay.
Oh.
Did we lose
Okay.
Krystal?
How much damage? No, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Okay. Sorry. How much damage did you do to it?
7.
7? Okay. Total?
Sorry.
7 total?
Yeah, 7 total. 6 plus 1.
Okay. All right.
Magic.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are the rest of you doing?
Running.
Yeah, we're basically gonna run with Amara. I think I don't have anybody that can cast anything like that. So
Okay. All right. I guess you could all get there in this turn. I don't know. I don't know what your movements are really.
Depends on what they're wearing.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like looking it all up, so I'm just gonna say you guys can all get there in this turn.
Are there
All right.
any of the buildings that are still even partially roofed?
Yeah, there are. Yeah, you guys can get in. You guys can get there, and you can find some cover, to cover you up. And as you guys do that, and you find some cover, take cover inside the building. The large moth, it flaps down, and it's gonna attack your party.
Is it gonna
With its
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
all right, so it's gonna actually attack you with its wings and pincers. So let's see, it makes 4 attacks, 2 with its wings and 2 with its front pincers.
Incoming message.
Or clothing. Trying to All right, I guess I'll just roll for each attack and see who it's going to try and hit. So,
So, did we get inside the temple, or did it get to us before we got inside?
no, you're like on the temple grounds right now. Yeah, you don't really have time to look around and stuff, but you've managed to find like like a building you can hide in from its shadow.
Right.
So since you found a building to hide in from its shadow, it actually lands on the ground, and it's actually trying to attack you. All right, so um, first attack with its wing as it tries to flap, and it's going to attempt to hit. Uh, it's going to attempt to hit Monty.
All right.
Oh boy.
Uh, uh, but it's going to miss. Second hit. It's going to attempt to go after Monty again.
Uh-oh. Likes you.
Yeah. Ooh, and this one may hit. In fact, I'm fairly sure that this is going to hit. Make sure. Armor class 2. Yeah,
Yep.
it hits. All right. So you will take 2 points of damage, and you need to make a save versus poison.
Poison. Oh, that one I fell.
Ooh. All right. Sorry, it's a lot to read.
Shrub and Krystal. It'll be fun.
Okay. You as you breathe in these these dust particles that come off its wing as it beats its wing against you, Monty, you lose consciousness.
Oh, shoot.
And you will. Oh, you only took 1 point of damage. Actually, it was 1 point of damage. But you're going to be unconscious for four turns.
Okay.
All right. With its pincers now, it's reaching in with its pincers, trying to pinch at trying to pinch at Elder Elder Wise.
Ice.
All right. Weiss, you take 2 points of damage.
Oof.
And you need to make a save versus paralysis as this silvery claw just kind of like reaches in and pokes you.
Am I supposed to roll over?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so you pass.
Yeah.
All right. Let me make sure. I think nothing happens. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. You save. Okay, you're fine. Okay, so
Did
it
how much damage did it deal?
Yep.
I think it was 2 points.
2 points.
2, wasn't it?
Yep, 2 points. Two. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna try and hit you with its other pincer too.
Well, bring it the fuck on. I've got AC -1. Bring it on. It probably won't hit again.
You're our tank.
Okay. I wouldn't count on that. You don't know how strong this thing is.
Well, out of everyone in the
Okay.
group, I'm probably the least likely to get hit, so I'll just tank a few hits.
Okay. Oh yeah, you have like a -1 on your thing, right? Oh, you have a -1 AC.
Do
It
I?
actually didn't even hit you. It didn't hit you that first time. I forgot your AC is so low. You're like at -1, so it actually didn't hit you the first time. You've never mind. You haven't been hit at all.
All right.
It reaches in to pinch you with its claws, but you actually managed to knock both of them back. And now it's your guys' turn.
How many people are currently engaged in melee with it?
I'm just gonna say the party.
Yeah.
Oh, so Bless will get 0 people if I cast Bless.
Yeah.
All right. Plan B. I'm going to cast a spell.
Do it.
Well, it's movement
Okay.
phase
Oh,
first.
yeah.
How?
Let's do that. First we'll do movement. Is anyone moving?
Okay, so my user who cast magic missile last time and didn't run with the rest of the party is standing out in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Run back towards the fountain and find shelter over there. He's not running
Okay.
towards the off because he's not stupid.
Okay. Makes
Uh,
sense.
so that'll be the movement on my end.
So we're
Made him more roll morale had you said he was moving towards the moth.
so we're on the temple grounds. Is the temple? Is there an actual temple that is an actual intact building?
I mean, you don't really have time to look around right now. You're being attacked by a giant moth.
Well, I know. I didn't know if I could glance around, like if it was something obvious that we could see and run to, or not. So that's why I was checking. All right.
Yeah.
So all right, then in case no, I'm not moving.
Okay. All right. Missile fire.
I don't have any.
Okay. Yeah, I guess pretty much everyone would be melee with it. I mean,
I'm casting a spell.
okay, magic spells.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast the coolest spell. I take off of my back a quiver full of sticks and I throw it at the moth, and then I cast sticks to snakes.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I have to open up the other book. So just give me 1 second. Because I'm pretty sure it's like it's
Pretty epic. And there's a chance I think some of them are poisonous too.
yeah, there's a 50% chance that they're poisonous.
Do they deal magical damage?
They are magical. They deal magic snake damage.
Okay.
I don't know. I have to re-find the spell. I accidentally closed it.
I mean, it doesn't really say that one way or the other. They are magic though. That's kind of up to you.
2d8 snakes conjured by magical means.
Well, it just says 2d8 snakes conjured by magical means. The snakes themselves are not magic.
Well, it says this spell turns 2 to 16 2d8 sticks into snakes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 50% chance the snakes will be poisonous.
Okay.
The snakes obey the cleric's commands. They turn back into sticks when the spell ends or when they are, air quote, killed.
Okay. But they're not magic. It's just the magic turns the sticks to snakes.
I mean, if that's what you say, that's what you're saying.
That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, they are beings made of pure magic. And there are 7 of them, and they are biting that thing.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let me see if they're poisonous. Under, they will be poisonous. They are poisonous.
Okay. Cool. They're biting him.
But I'm guessing you're saying that it will do absolutely nothing because
We don't know yet.
they're not magical. Well, now in a second, it's almost melee turn.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if they bite and manage to hit, they could still potentially poison them. Let me check. Hold on, let me check. Let me make sure on this. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay. I guess. Okay. Yeah, I guess they can poison him. Well, actually, no, they can't. Okay, so they're biting at him, but they don't seem to be having any effect. All right, next spell.
So Amara's gonna reach up and grab that little necklace that she wears that looks like a lock of hair that's turned into stone, as it would be. And she'll remember from her past, she was first level adventure and party when they went where it was. And she conjures that image in her head and casts phantasmal force and turns herself into a Medusa and tries to attempt to turn them off the stone with her visage.
Oh, okay.
So it gets a save versus spell, and if it fails, then it basically takes the effect. Well, obviously, it doesn't really get turned to stone; it just gets paralyzed.
Really big light.
Okay.
Because obviously, if it passes, then it doesn't believe the illusion.
Really big bugs at
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, and she says, "Don't look at me." She's probably done this before, so people know not to look at her.
Uh-huh. Yeah. True. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you can do that. Let me see. Let me do a. Let me look at the thing.
Well, you aren't appropriately dressed most of the time, so I rarely look at you.
That's true.
Hmm. What?
He rarely looks at me because I'm generally not there.
Okay. Yeah, it actually managed to make it safe.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, somehow with its big old bug eyes, it doesn't manage to see the Medusa, or just manages to not get turned to stone. Okay. Anyone else casting spells?
Yeah, my one of my magic users is gonna throw magic missile.
Okay.
So it's
Well, she's level 4. Does the magic missile do multiple missiles, or is it just the one?
I think it's 5th level before it can do.
Yeah.
6th level, you get to cast. 6th
Yeah.
level, you cast 3.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty bad in this one,
All right.
but you can still get to do damage.
D6 plus 1.
D6.
Or is it D6 plus 1 or D4 plus 1?
I thought it was just D6.
D6 plus 1.
The D6 plus 1.
All right, D6 plus 1.
All right, she did 3 points of damage.
All right. It takes 3 damage. It pops it in the face. Is anyone else going to be doing spells?
My people are just retreating. They're dragging Monty's body away and retreating back into one of those buildings.
Okay. All right. Now we're going into melee. Is anyone going to go hit this thing with melee?
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Okay.
Swordmaster Epion will swing a sword. He'll also probably hit. Where is his character sheet? He hits AC 2.
Yeah, you hit it. Uh, your sword is not magical, right?
Unless my hireling has a magical sword for some reason.
I'm gonna pretty sure he doesn't. So yeah, it just bounced like you hit him. You know you do, but it just seems to bounce off of its exoskeleton. Uh, okay. Anyone else going melee?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Um, I rolled another 14. So that's going to hit AC 3. I don't know if that's going to be good enough for this
That's,
one.
yep, that's good enough.
All right. That's 3 14s in a row. That's crazy. And my battle axe is magical, and I will do 5 points of damage.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely draw some green ooze from its skin as it shrills in pain. Anyone else do magic?
I think you mean melee.
I mean melee.
Oh yeah. What? Yeah, why not? Rah!
So step forward and swing your mace.
Yep, I'm gonna step forward. I'm gonna swing my mace at them, at the big bug. Great.
She misses horribly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it raises up its claw and kind of manages to get it away from you.
Won't be hit much.
All right. Is anyone else doing melee?
I think that's it.
All right. Okay. On its turn, the moth backs off. Maybe because it thinks you guys have a Medusa, or maybe for some other reason. But for some reason, it backs off, and it begins to fly away towards the southeast. And it makes a loud as it does so. A loud shrieky noise as it does so.
As he flies off, you hear the dwarf shout out, "Ha ha! Defeated!"
Mm.
All right, so now I'm going to look around to see if there's a large temple building or something.
Okay. Let's see. All right. As you guys are looking around the oh nope, sorry, it's the wrong place. You guys are looking around. A recent collapse has exposed a pair of bronze doors, deeply engraved runes. There are deeply ingrained runes upon the door. Uh, the the portal the portals are not locked, but they are wedged shut tightly.
I got a pretty high strength, so
Can we try to open
These runes, by the way, are like a languagey room. Just to let you know. I mean, like you would be able to determine you've seen these runes, or these kind of like runes and stuff around these languages around, like things that have clearly been written at one time, and this looks like that. And so yeah.
Well, then, if it's a language, then I'm gonna Dole Kane of the city is going to step up. Say, let me look at this. Puts on his glasses, and not the right pair, so puts on a different one. And then the third one. This is all right. You cast read languages.
Okay. The runes warn of danger, and specifically the wrath of the emperor.
Oh. This looks perfectly safe. Just some wrath of the emperor language here. I don't think we have to worry too much about that. The Emperor is likely very dead.
Likely. I would find it very unlikely that the Emperor is still alive.
Hmm.
Either that, or the Emperor is like
They let go of the place, that's for sure.
I was going to say a metaphor for giant angry moth.
Well, that's true. The Emperor could be a giant angry moth.
Hmm.
If that's the case, then we're already facing that wrath.
Okay. So you guys want to open the door?
Yeah. Do we have to try and force it open, or?
It says that it takes a combined strength of 40 or magic. So, I mean, all together with your henchmen and everything, I'm sure you'll match up 40 eventually.
Well, my fighter has 16.
Yeah, so does mine.
Yeah, I got somebody that's got 18.
All right, so
Yeah.
We got it right there.
So there you go. Yeah. So easy. Yeah, you guys can open up the door. And as you are,
should we, before we do that,
Yeah.
should we wait a little bit until Monte Cristo comes back?
oh, is he coming back? Okay, I didn't know he had went away.
Well,
He's asleep for 40 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Night.
That's right.
Monty, right? I don't know. I wasn't thinking of actual characters. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, no, yeah. You're out for like 4 turns. So like, I mean, yeah.
all right. So we find the place, we read the runes, we come back, we wait for Crisco, and then we will move forward.
Okay, so
Why are you waking me up? Isn't it time for us to rest?
That is true. It's actually evening, isn't it?
yeah,
Maybe
it
maybe we
is.
should rest actually before we go in there.
Yeah. As you guys are deciding upon this, you are surprised when suddenly a shadow pops out from there's a shadow and it just pops out at you and attacks you. And I'm gonna
And
roll
in
this-
unison, 4 clerics yell, "Turn undead!"
well, I mean, you're surprised.
Yeah, no, he's just making a joke.
That was a
Yeah.
joke, and it was
All right.
very funny. So
It was hilarious. I'm just holding in on my laughter.
There's actually because I've got one.
Hey, I got a cleric too.
Okay.
Shit, that's 6.
all right, so 60 clerics.
Okay.
Who wants to roll initiative? Who did you want to roll initiative?
They have surprise.
Well, it's surprised right now. Actually, let me roll up its hit die. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. It pops out. It attacks. Oh no! It's going to attack Daniel's character again. I'm not going to pull up the screen to look at her name.
Who?
Marlena. Marley.
Who?
Daniel's character.
My character.
Mar?
Yeah.
All right.
Amar. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't pull up the screen to look at it because I'm trying to. Oh, but I'm fairly sure it's going to hit you, Amar. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm AC, so I'm not that hard to hit.
Your AC what?
It's pretty hard to miss me actually.
Okay. Yeah, I mean he's definitely going to hit you. I just had to double check, but he hit the armor class of -3.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
You're going to take another 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And you need to make a save versus spells.
Oh, 20. So that definitely makes it.
Oh, great. All right. Awesome. So, yeah, you feel like that you feel like as this thing like reaches into you, you feel like it's trying to pull your life force, but having this feeling before, you manage to like counter it and pull your life force back into your body. And now we'll roll initiative. And I'll let you roll it, Daniel.
5.
I rolled a 6. But I'm still gonna roll to see. All right, this time, the shadow turns and attacks Elder Weiss.
Ice.
Weiss.
Ice.
But like, I mean, he just hits air. Like he goes to hit you, and it's like almost like just like the power of Palor stuns him. Okay, and now it's your guys' turn.
I guess turn undead.
So, isn't it?
I guess I'm gonna put my elven hood on so I become invisible. And
I'm gonna say undead would be the same as the same round as magic, wouldn't it?
magic is usually.
Yeah. So movement.
So I'm just gonna put my elven hood on, and so I become invisible, and I'm gonna step away.
Okay. All right. Is anyone else gonna move?
The only movement I'm going to do is to step forward and hit him if he's still alive.
All right. So anyone else moving in to hit it? Is Mo or is Mo gonna stay back?
Well,
I'm actually going to take mine and I'm going to heal Amara.
yeah, so that's actually
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Missile fire.
all I've got is a dude with javelins, and he's probably too close.
Okay. I mean, you guys are outside this temple area, so you guys could have spread out a little bit and stuff. I mean, if you want to, anyone wants to say that they, I'll let you do a.
He'll try it.
I mean, because you could have moved back to determine if you were going to do missile.
Sorry, I'm having a summer cold thing going on. Atari. Let's see, Javelin D6 or yeah. So Atari is going to try it then with a javelin.
Okay.
He rolls a 12, which is only going to hit AC 7.
Okay. Yeah. No, you don't hit him. Is anyone else doing missile or anything? All right. If no one else is doing missile, I'll move to magic spells.
Turn undead.
Okay. All right, you turn undead.
2d6, don't you roll?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, it's just.
Oh, it's a wraith? Is it a wraith?
It doesn't do anything.
Is it a specter?
Nope.
It just doesn't work. It does nothing.
Yeah, it just does nothing. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I might be wrong. Let me look before because there's something. Blah 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 blah.
What would you roll in your 2d6 though?
Didn't roll anything yet.
Oh,
Evil spirit.
I was immediately told that it does nothing. It doesn't work, so I didn't roll.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I might be wrong about that. Hold on. It's weird because like this enemy, its information is actually spread out in like a few different places.
Yeah, it's not like regular shadow, clearly. So, because regular shadows don't drain levels. It's something special. Because regular shadows are not undead in BX.
Wait, really?
So they're undead and beasts, but they also don't drain levels. So this is
I want to make sure.
they drain strength.
Oh, okay. Actually. All right, let me look at the cleric table real quick.
I mean, the cleric table has skeletons, zombies, ghouls, wights, wraiths, mummies, specters, and vampires.
Okay, yeah, so it doesn't affect it. I was right. Okay. Okay, yeah. So it just, yeah, it doesn't affect it in this edition.
Cool. And in that case, oh no, we're still in magic. Sorry.
So if that's the case, then I'm going to actually my magic user, the one that didn't run the other direction.
Yeah.
Light on it, so I get to see
Oh.
that.
What? I can't hear you.
I'm going to cast light into its eyeballs and try to blind it. Not a mark.
Okay, sure. Yeah. You can cast light at its face, sure.
Yep. So it gets
That's a save versus spell, right?
spells.
Ooh. Oh, it actually fills. Okay, it's blinded.
Blinded, it can't attack. So basically, it's neutered, at least until the light spell ends.
Yeah.
How long does that last?
I'm looking it up right now. I think that it's 6 turns, but it might be 2 turns.
Yeah, I think it's like 1d8 or so it's or 2d4 or something.
It's 6 turns plus 1 per caster level, and I think this caster is.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the magic user. Light, he is second, so 8 turns. So 8 turns is an hour and 20 minutes.
Trying.
So it can't.
Wow.
It can't attack. It can run. We can attack it. So it just can't make any attacks. So
Yep. Yeah. It's currently screeching in pain.
Nice.
Those with magic weapons should try to kill it, I guess.
Yeah, working on it.
All right. Anyone else doing any spells?
I did 6 points of cure light wounds on Amara.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
It's very kind.
And
Anyone else? All right. Melee. I'm sorry. What?
Well, I was gonna say, are you still injured, Amara?
By 1 point, no.
Okay.
By 1 point?
Then
Okay.
no.
All right. Melee.
And I'm invisible, so
I'm gonna charge in and try to attack it. I'm also gonna bring. I don't know if this is a magic weapon only thing. So
You don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know. So because I don't know, I'm going to bring L. L is coming with me, the fighter. So I'm coming in with my battle axe, and I rolled a 15, which is going to be good enough to hit armor class 2.
Yeah, you hit it.
Okay, cool. All right. And I got 7 points of damage.
Ooh.
L is going to come in and fucking miss big time with a 6.
Okay.
With his battle axe, a swoosh, or actually, that's probably her. L. E-L-L. E-L-L.
I think it has the gender on there.
Does it?
I think so. Axe.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, there'll be like a 3 in the middle. There's a AL, GD, and XM.
It's
Under
GD.
GD.
Oh, it's a guy. All right. So he comes in, swings, whoosh, misses horribly.
All right. Anyone else doing melee? Okay. So it's blinded. Can it run away while it's blind?
Yeah, I mean, it can't see, but if it's from here, I don't see why it can't run. I mean,
It'll probably run into things.
the only
Yeah.
way it cannot attack.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm kind of wondering. I'm gonna say it can't run. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, even if it is a shadow, I don't see it
Yeah.
because it wouldn't be able to see where it's going if it was running into more shadow or not. So,
It runs in.
so I'm just gonna say it can't run. I'm gonna say it's kind of stuck here, kind of just being there. So it'll be your guys' turns again.
Sweet.
So movement.
9.
No, I mean,
All right.
did anybody attack it with a non-magical weapon successfully?
No.
Not yet.
Well, they missed it. Really, like I mean, no one hit it with a non-magical weapon.
I don't even think I have anything silver.
All right, missile.
9.
You know, my thief, actually, my halfling will throw a sling stone at it and see if anything happens.
Okay.
All right, here we go. He hasn't done anything since he warmed it up. Nope. With a 2, he's not going to hit anything.
Anyone else want to shoot at it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck? I'll have my fighter shoot at it. Nope.
Rolled a 16. How are you? 16. You have no dex modifier, so AC 3 for 4 damage.
Okay. Is that a magical weapon?
Nope. It's a
Okay, so it just
regular
passed
old rock.
straight through it. All right, so yeah, you know you hit it. Like someone's finally like, I hit it, but it just went straight through. All right. Melee? No, magic.
I can do magic missile.
Well, then you already casted it from off.
Oh,
Do you have it twice?
I do.
Okay.
I do actually have
You
it.
got one more. A whopping 2 points of damage.
Oh, better than nothing.
It is.
All right.
She's the queen of minimum damage.
Anyone else casting magic at it?
Nope.
All right, then we'll move into melee.
Now, did the non-magical weapon do anything?
No. Like someone finally hit it with a non-magical weapon, but they called out saying it just passed straight through.
Shit. All right. In that case, I'm gonna rush forward and try and hit it again. Oh shit! I got an 11. He's gonna only hit 6.
Okay, that just barely misses.
All right. You gonna try and hit it, honey?
Yes, I can try.
Yep.
Wait.
Your character.
Yeah, is this a new round?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I can. I can do one more thing.
Excuse me.
So I'm gonna swing at it with my axe. I'm sorry,
Nice.
my hammer. And I got a 17.
That's gonna hit it. A mace does, I believe, D6.
Is it D6?
Yeah. I thought it was cheap.
3.
Plus 1.
Okay, then 4.
4. So Athanasia does 4 points of damage to it.
Oh, okay. You managed to hit it?
Yeah, she rolled a 17.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure she would have hit it. Okay. It's still up though. It's screeching in pain. So back to yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Was anyone else gonna try and hit with melee?
No, I got nothing.
Okay, all right. So back to movement. I mean, it goes to its turn, but it can't do anything. So this is its third turn of not being able to do anything. So now back to movement.
I don't think anybody's moving anywhere.
Oh, any missile? I don't think you have any magic missiles, do you? Or
No, I'm gonna do a missile. My fighter is going to take a pot of lamp oil and light it up and throw it and try to burn it.
Oh, there you go.
okay, sure. Yeah, you can Molotov.
So she's going to throw it at it, and and ooh, an at 20, so that ought to hit.
Nice. Yeah.
And if any damage, I rolled a 1 on damage if it does anything.
Well, what did you do for damage?
A
What did-
1, I rolled a 1.
No. But what did you roll for damage?
A d6.
Is that what it's? Is it in the books that that's what it's supposed to be?
It's either a D6 or a D8. I think it might be a D8 actually.
I thought it was a. I thought it was a D8
For a what now?
for oil.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oil,
I-
holy water.
Let me look it up real quick.
Hold on. I'm looking for oil of holy water. It's got the ranges. Stars, a thrown weapon. So it shows up with a thrown weapon.
It doesn't have it. I would call it a D8 worth of damage though, because
Alright.
I know in other editions it's D8.
Well, I got one more point. I got a 2 on the d8.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, hey, better than nothing. Better than a 1.
It's not listed in the varial weapon damage. That's funny.
It might be in the expert rules. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere listed as a D8.
Well, it's got the missile ranges listed, but it doesn't have the damage. That's funny.
Weird.
It's not a
All
weapon
right.
on the page.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure in other editions it's like a D8. So we're just gonna call it D8. All right. Besides, you rarely get to use a D8. All right. So that was missile magic. All right, melee.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Melee.
sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Burning
No one
oil
was-
does 1d8 point B26, page B26.
Okay. I thought it was a D8. Thanks, Tommy.
And it says fire will damage most undead monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
this, it's not undead. It's a shadow, but I mean, like, I think fire is like magical, kind of. So, all right. So, is anyone doing
it's
magic?
firewall. Sorry. It does say fire will damage most undead monsters.
Right.
The whites only take half damage though. So yeah, that's good. Good call, Tony. All right, so we're in melee now.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Well, it's supposed to be magic, but no one said anything, so melee, I guess.
I think everybody's out.
Yeah.
It's basically, if the thing can't move and whatever, they're just going to keep hacking at it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's
Kale's
gonna
going.
hours, so.
All right. So Kale will hit armor class 2.
Yeah.
All right. And I will do 5 more points of damage.
All right. It's still up, but it's barely hanging on now.
Shouts.
All right.
Ang-
Let's finish this off, cleric.
Come on, Mo. You got this.
All right.
Just got to hit it.
I'm gonna do it. Got 18,
Yep. That should hit.
and I got a 5.
Plus 1.
Plus 1, so I got 6.
6 points of damage.
Nice. Yep. So you can you can describe what happens as you finish this thing off.
Oh gosh, I'm not
Shadow.
very good at it. I'm not very
Well, it's a
good at
shadow. You
describing.
hit it with
All right.
Okay.
So she's going to look at the shadowy figure in front of her, and she says, "I smite you in the name of Palor." And she takes her mace and she raises it up, and she swooshes it down through the body of the shadowy figure. And because it is a shadow, it just dissipates in front of her in a cloud of just vapor.
Yeah.
She looks very satisfied.
nice.
And as this thing dissipates into the night and the area seems to almost be a little less shadow now, you all hear the skreel of an angry kind of angry kind of shrill from a distance. Can't tell. You can't tell. It's like this painful, angry kind of coming from like the southeast area where you saw the moth flying away to earlier.
I was about to say, isn't that the same sound that the moth made?
And you guys will now be able to rest throughout the night, and we will pick up on the morning in part 2.
All right.
What about healing? People need healing.
Yeah, you guys can take care of that. Yeah, go ahead and take and do that stuff. If you guys have healing spells and stuff left, that way we'll know for next time. And then, like, you guys, when we start up next time, you'll have all your spells back and everything.
Yeah, I'm down 1 hit point if there's any extra healing.
Yeah, I'm only down 1 too. That's it.
I've got plenty of healing to give out.
All right, so we should be good then.
Yeah. I mean, I got a cleric that can do it. Michelle's got a cleric that can do it.
Yeah, I have one more
So-
cure light wounds that I can do on someone.
You can go ahead and finish it. Who else is hurt?
Just me and a mirror, I think. I guess.
I'll have my henchman do it. So, Tony, if you're only down 1,
Yep.
yeah, you're super healed.
And so
All right.
Thanks, I got 7.
I still wouldn't right. You get 7 now.
Howard.
Yeah, I know, right? Everybody's like doing the mega heals when you only got 1 point
I
left.
know, really.
All right, so that's fully healed partay.
Crap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
my-
take the feeling that she used to know one more spell, and if she moves and after being hit by that creature, she doesn't know it anymore.
Yeah, because it was starting to get soft.
Okay. So you guys are all healed up.
Yes.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, then we'll end the podcast here. We'll see the audience in part 2. Don't forget to check out our gift store and buy a T-shirt.
Oh. And only 1 character death.
Yep.